So yeah, that's the broken intro right now. Regardless, we are recording. So we started the session off last week with heading to get ourselves a room or two at the inn and visited some food carts along the way. Once the rooms were acquired at the Ye Old Egg Tavern, Ren and Orca head off to find Orca a brothel. And on the way, they come across a combat session in the city. One guy is apparently a burly man fighting 15 other guys. Orca approaches and tries to flirt with him a little bit, but things don't quite go the way she was expecting. So now that she's been kind of dejected, or rejected, I should say, they continued to go to find the brothel. And once they find one, Orca, after a little bit of discussion, decides to get a lap dance, and that turns into a makeout session while Ren finds the bar and gets many more drinks. The rest of the party, minus Hane and Trig, would take off to try and find the girls. They eventually find them at the brothel, and as Orca is finishing up her session, Cantor decides to have a session of his own for his birthday. Elias waits for Cantor while the rest of the group returns to the inn. Once there, Ren goes to have a conversation with Hane, and after a lengthy conversation, they work on clearing the air, and eventually Hane confesses he's beginning to have feelings for her. While we don't quite have a clear destination in mind for what we're about to do next, other than laying low for a while, I can talk tonight. The players all have a clear goal of finding out what Ren will say in response.
Ooh, spicy.
Spibsy.
Oh, also, I just want to point out, I did not just sit in the cuck chair waiting for Cantor. I also had my own adventure.
Yeah.
I
He
wasn't
also
aware of
had
that.
dance.
I was busy apparently doing something else at the time, so.
That one got me. That one really got me. You said it with such indignation, whoa, guys, all right, let me make it perfectly clear.
I was not in the cuck chair. I was in the real chair, getting the real thing from a real person, okay?
Oh, that was funny.
I got so high as fuck, I promise.
Right. Anyway,
we will pick back up with the part 2 of the conversation between Hane and Ren.
Can we go see what
No.
Wolfheart and fucking Trigger?
No.
Fucking nothing. Oh.
You're hanging out with me. We're talking about bullshit.
Oh no.
Alright, we cut to them. Crickets. We cut back.
You're the worst. Okay. I can't even remember what the last line was anymore. Because we ended so abruptly.
He turned his flame turned bright fucking pink.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah.
The last words were said, I'm beginning to develop feelings for you.
Thank you, Joe. Oh god, I have jello in my head. My brain is nothing. I've been thinking about this so much, but now I have nothing in here.
You've had a week, and now you decide to forget everything?
Well, yeah, after 3 days of what I've been doing, there's nothing left. There's no room for anything else. Okay. I'm gonna stand up. I need to walk around. That'll help, right?
Okay, fuck it. Fine. Send it to us for 3 minutes. We'll talk about nothing while she thinks.
Go ahead, do that. Give me a second. I can't.
All right.
Up here.
What is the rest of the party doing during this time?
We all know what Cantor's doing, so we're not going to act that out.
Well, no, we left.
Out.
We left. We finished up our business.
Yeah.
We're back together with everyone else, I believe.
Yeah.
But yes. So, after the conclusion of my extracurricular activities and returning to the rest of the party, sans the two who are having the emotionally intense conversation. So I would go and find Wolfheart, and I would be like, hey, I know that I said we shouldn't be getting into too much trouble while we're here, and I still feel that way. To be clear, but also I haven't hit anything in like weeks, and I kind of feel like hitting something. Do you think there's somewhere where we could go where we could do that and not get in trouble?
It's entirely possible, yeah. Though I suppose if we're doing that, we might also want to wait until the morning for the Orca.
I mean, do we really need to? Like, not to say that we'd like. I don't want to bring Orca, but it's like also it's like I feel like you and me can handle it.
I mean, it's less about the fact that I don't think we can handle it, and more about the fact that I think if we just let Orca beat the shit out of something, she might have less recompense to keep pulling her sword out whenever somebody walks by.
Yeah, it's really a shame she didn't sleep with anybody at that brothel. She really needs to bleed the snake. Yeah, in a metaphorical sense.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I mean... Fuck it. I suppose it would also help to, keep Ferox in line.
Yes! Fuck it, we ball. Let's go.
Alright, yeah, I guess... Gantor, we're gonna... Elias and I are gonna head out and try to find some sort of, I don't know, fight pit, gladiatorial arena, something like that. If we come back a little fucked up, that's why.
Okay. I will
I hate you guys.
be here somewhere.
Alright, don't get in any trouble now, you party animal, you.
Wait,
When have I ever?
I don't know.
Crystal,
Presumably
what-
sometime in your life before you met me.
Oh, for sure, but
I didn't hear what Krista said.
She said, I hate you guys.
Oh, why?
What did
I
we
didn't
do?
do anything.
So tired.
I think it
of
was the
this.
bleed the sink comment.
Oh,
Oh, I actually didn't hear that at all.
That was horrifying.
I'm sitting here talking to Amethyst. No, I'm just tired of all the side quests. I just want to have a fucking game plan. And it's just like, oh, well, they're having a conversation. I'm gonna go find some guys to beat the shit out of them. I'm just like, God damn it. Anyways,
Well, I mean, also, Orca's
Orca's
passed the fuck
wait
out.
for them to get done progressing the story, but I would like to have something to do too.
and Orca's also passed the fuck out until tomorrow
Why?
anyways.
Yes. Don't make it sound like it's Orca's. Ren got drunk too.
Okay, we're getting distracted. We're moving away from the point. Back to the story.
Go. We go seek violence.
Can't even wake up your girl.
no.
Off to
right.
violence.
So, there are 5 gladiatorial pits
Oh, fuck yeah.
within Cascaroba. They range from beginner arenas all the way up through what can only be considered as ascended manhood for the manliest of men.
Jesus Christ.
I hate that every word that came out of your mouth right there.
I know,
Same.
right?
I don't know. I want to ascend in manliness.
It is for the machoist of men. No, I'm kidding. Basically, it's for beginner through very difficult.
Mm.
Do we
You
hit
can
the
choose
one?
to enter the fight pits as a group or as a solo. Obviously, it scales based on the number of people that are with you. If you wish to take on the greatest challenges of the arena, those have to be done solo. So each arena, you don't have to beat each one to progress to the next one. It's just based on how you perceive your skill to be. So if you want to jump into the highest tier solo mission, like right away, you absolutely can do that. I'm telling you as a person, not as a DM, you get your ass kicked, but you can try it.
What's this this fight at the bottom of the list that's just question mark, question mark, question mark?
Don't worry about it, okay?
Oh, that's when you fight the living house.
Listen, I know a guy who's very proficient at fighting houses.
I would say probably either entry level or the second or the one level above that. We don't want to, at least to test the waters, we don't want to get too crazy right out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, it's entry and beginner are your... Like,
yeah, we also don't necessarily know the qualifications if it's weapons free or not.
So we'll go to entry. We'll check it out, and if we feel like we're confident enough to do beginner instead, we'll head over there.
Alright. As long as we're not like fighting children or something, but I don't think that's going to be the case. That feels illegal.
It does, but at the same time, I heard a story of once about a pretty strong warrior who refused to fight against a child because he knew that child would absolutely demolish him. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, you seek out the entry level fight pit.
all right. I'm gonna put the notes in the arena for you here.
Wookie.
Gonna take a second.
So how's everybody doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm just peachy.
We love to hear it.
That sounded forced.
I'm just peachy.
Yeah.
So
Look,
much disdain on how
when-
he said that.
When you
too.
live in a house that every appliance decides to die over the past 5 years, you kind of get annoyed by every little thing going on. And 2 days ago, our clothes washer decided to just say, "Fuck you, I'm done working."
No.
So that shy of the
Oh.
furnace is every single major appliance in the house that has been
Jesus
replaced in the past 5 years.
Oh
Damn.
my god. The washer's always the worst too, because like if your dryer goes out, whatever, you can hang your clothes up, but the washer, ugh.
Yep, you scrub it by hand or take it down to the laundromat. I mean, we've had the dryer go out, refrigerator, the freezer the spare freezer we have in the basement.
The
let's see.
spare freezer even down.
Well, we have a refrigerator freezer, and then we have a freezer in the basement that holds more stuff.
I definitely know. I'm just saying, damn, both the normal and the backup.
Oh yeah, both have died. Also, dishwasher, toilet, just everything basically, and the oven too. Can't forget about that. That's where it all started.
All right.
Nope.
So, not to cut this short, but I want to
Oh, you're
continue with the story. So,
You're perfectly fine.
you guys, we said you were headed to entry or beginner?
Mhm.
Entry. Okay, yeah. So you guys headed to the Terminus Pit, is what it's called. It is an old Coscaroba, which it would be marked on your map, so it's
Mhm.
easy enough to find it.
Don't forget your elbow pads.
These water wings didn't help at all.
Stupid.
So, I'm not gonna find any joy in you guys fighting through entry level.
Oh yeah, no.
So
No.
we're not gonna do actual combat for these.
No, well, yeah, because actual combat is roll initiative. Bop! He's dead.
Yeah.
Or more accurately, he's out.
So with the Terminus Pit, you are not allowed to use weapons. It's fists only.
Oh, no.
It is in a way to make everybody feel equal for a chance. So the fighting is geared completely toward fisticuffs. and it's not that difficult for you guys to pull it off.
Gee, really?
Because it is entry level, and you guys are not entry level fighters. So, however, you guys are able to succeed in the challenge, but I need you to make performance checks to see if you are able to win over the crowd.
Okay. Good God.
Can I pitch you an angle?
Okay.
Since this is Ferox, not Wolfheart doing this. Performance using strength for pure brutality.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. I'd say that would be allowed.
Well, it'd just be a raw strength check for me, but that's... Surprise! 6 better than my charisma.
Yeah,
Shocker.
I don't know. I was like, I guess I could. I don't know. I can't really make the same argument. I would have to do that using my intelligence, and I mean, Elias is a really intelligent fighter, but I don't know how much these people strategy.
I planned for this.
Yes, I have Isaac. I have.
Yeah, this is more brutality than it is like smarts.
Yeah, they don't appreciate
Whoop.
it. That's fine.
There's some guy who is definitely not walking again.
Yeah, you completely brutalize your way through the competition. People are questioning why you're here, but you do make entertainment of it. As they definitely can understand that you are not entry-level fighters. They like you go up against a guy who's scrawny and looks like you could push him up against a wall and just completely rip out his rib cage with no issue, and he's
then I do
supposed
so,
to
no.
be the challenge. But yeah, you
Ferox does not kill.
yeah.
Name is a different story.
Yeah, you just beat everybody. You beat them so badly.
And the crowd loves the violence.
The
bones are
crowd
broken
loves
so good.
the violence.
So good.
The brokens are the bones.
Jesus. Okay.
So, yeah, okay. Well, as soon as we would wrap that up, I'd be like, well, this sucked. Let's go to the better one.
Cool. Do we get anything out of it, or are they like, no, fuck you, you just played us for bits?
You'd get like 2 gold.
I mean, I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, 1 apiece.
Yep.
Woo!
I was like, okay, this was embarrassing. Let's go to a different one.
Yeah, I mean, I thought beginner would mean they'd have something, but
Well, that's entry.
Well,
whatever.
We're off to beginner then.
All right.
And on our journey, you can switch back to Tori. I think she's had enough.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
paced my living room like that entire time, and at certain points really drained the sink. I like nearly like fell over. It was I was like really into it, and I was like mumbling to myself. That one just really fucked me up.
Wait, did he say sink? I thought he said snake.
I said snake.
Yeah!
Oh, I definitely heard stink, and I think
See, I
so did
also
me.
heard snake, and I was like, why is he
That made
saying
more
that?
sense
Like,
to me.
I was like, why is he saying that? Like, that's a thing people say.
I mean,
I definitely
Wait,
heard
the snake
stink,
or
and
the
I
sink?
assumed it was, because
anyways.
she's a lady.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair.
That's why that was where. But so either way, it was good.
Anyways, as Ferox and Elias are dismantling
Dismantling the poor,
Dismantling
competitors in
poor,
the
yes.
tournament pit. Yeah,
they know
probably
what
the
they signed
poor.
for.
I think
Yeah,
they might have
probably.
actually been the poor. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
We flash back. Where were we? Oh, Stone Garden. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we're back in it. We're there. We've placed ourselves. Hayne says the thing. I forgot. Ren was already like, "Oh, hey, you have a face. Hey." And so when Hayne says that, she sort of stops for a second because she had hopes, but wasn't exactly expecting anything, since this conversation originally in her mind was gonna go down a poorer path. And she'll just say to him, really? Like, and you mean good feelings, or like the feelings that you want to like roll up into a rug and like set on fire and never think about again kind of feelings? 'Cause there are different kinds of feelings. So are these like good feelings, or?
I mean, I think they're good. That's I actually wasn't really sure. That's why I had to talk to Orca about it, because I never really felt like this about anyone before. Roll up in a rug and burn. That's a bit intense. I don't think I feel like that.
Okay. Well,
Is
that's
that
good.
a good thing?
No.
It didn't sound good.
Mm-mm. Not good. But I wasn't sure. And Hina, can you go away? Yeah, it's that's why I was, curious. It made me, because Wolfheart mentioned earlier that maybe, and like how you said that you're, you're only pushing 7 years old in this body, so that's weird to say. But so there might be feelings you don't understand or quite know what they mean.
Right, but I mean, like 7 years of being a full adult. Like, I don't really know what childhood was like. I'm not a child.
I know that. I mean, I would really hope that that's not. Obviously, you're not. It's just the number, when you say it out loud, your mind can only. I know, but good feelings, right?
Right, good feelings.
That you want.
I mean, I think so.
You think so?
I mean, I think it kind of depends a little bit about you. Like, what is your response to that? Like, is there reciprocation? Is there not?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I got distracted by the. My brain, I think, might have turned off and then on again. And but yes. I didn't ever really want to say anything until, because there were so many other things, that need to be said, and so it felt a little disingenuous of me to come out and say, well, hey, I have feelings too, when there was a whole lot more before that. But those things are kind of said now, so yes. I also have feelings, good feelings, that I don't want to roll up into a carpet and set on fire.
Great.
I don't think I ever thought past this part, because I didn't think it would get to this part.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do next either.
Okay, well, Do we just ask Orca again?
Ren just waking Orca up and like the worst of an alcohol sleep.
What does it mean, Orca?
All right, I did step one. What do now?
Give me a list.
Oh my god. Oh
We're going drinking again.
I mean, that's definitely an idea.
It's an idea. I don't think it's the right one. I said it, and then it can't be that hard to figure out what happens next, right?
I mean, we also have a bit of an unusual, like a situation going on. Like, several of us are being hunted.
Yeah. And you just offered to help me die, so that's
Right,
different.
and now that I think about that, when you put the two things together, that seems like a huge leap in commitment.
What on earth is this confession?
Greatness
That's
is
what
what
we're here
this
to
is.
try and find out.
Like,
Awkward
imagine if
people figuring it out.
imagine if this was an anime. This would just be like the most confusing.
This is two people who never thought about this before.
This is quite literally like I thought of this before I saw Ryan's gif that he posted in the chat where it's just like I don't know, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Right, I mean, like, there's a lot going on, but that doesn't mean we can't find time for each other. Like, people go on dates, right? That's usually what the next step is.
I think so. Guardians aren't. We're not allowed anything romantic, so I never considered it before. And then after that, I was running a lot of running, and being paranoid and more running. So, but I mean, I've seen dates, and I've read about them, and I've heard about them. It can't be that hard. This is kind of like one, I think.
No, I mean, like all the trees being in nature. This is kind of like a
All the fossilized trees.
yeah. Well, some people find that stuff kind of romantic, I think.
I think so too. They're cool. They're interesting. They're different. We don't have fossilized trees in the Feywild. All this is, it's so funny because all this is being said, and Ren just still has her hand touching Hane's face. So she never moved it. This whole discussion is happening. It afar, from afar, someone not hearing, they're like, "Wow, that looks like such a romantic moment."
God, those
That's
two are
crazy.
so into each other. It's like, what do we do now?
So now what happens?
I mean, this could be considered a romantic conversation to some degree.
Sure, to some degree.
The most this is two autists in love. I can't describe it as anything else.
So here's the thing. Normally, people in relationships and whatnot, they don't exactly spend every from the beginning, every single day then following together, also with a group of people around all the time. Do we what do we do about the others? Do we just say anything and they just come to a conclusion on their own?
I mean, we don't have to say anything right away. I think it'd be best to kind of keep it. Well, I mean, Orca already knows, but other than Orca,
well, she knows about how you feel. I don't.
That's a
think
good point. Yeah. She might think I'm just completely in an unrequited love situation. Well, I mean, we can feel things out. We can figure out our next steps, and then once we actually know exactly how this works, then we can let everybody else know.
Does anyone ever know how this works?
Well, I mean, just like
Oh, okay. I got
like
it.
this is fresh. Like once we find out where we're at. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah, that makes sense. Ren says her in her mind, like, does that make sense?
You get a response.
Ah. What do you mean? From who?
Just hideous.
There are options. So
It's not a vocal or a verbal response. It's more just like this
Guttural
feeling of
disgust.
disdain.
Oh. Off, Calyptos. Now ain't the time, bro. Just like at the situation in general. Is that
Hard
where
to
the
tell.
Oh, okay. Good. Awesome.
Well,
my tag along friend is having feelings. The kind that want to be rolled up in a carpet and burned.
okay. That's. I was a little confused for a second. I was like, what? What kind of feelings?
Yeah, no, not the kind of feelings I have for you. Definitely the opposite of that. Yeah. But it's fine. We'll just ignore that. But in the name of honesty, no longer keeping things from people. And
I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of a good sign. That's fact that this evil outrage god doesn't like what we're doing. I think that's a good sign.
that has
That's
to
a
be a good
plus.
sign. That's
Yeah.
right. That has to mean good things. That can't. That has. We're on the right track. That's definitely what that means. So see, we're figuring it out. We're doing something right. I should probably move my hand, huh?
Oh yeah, and yeah, Hane will just like reach up, take your hand, and now we're holding hands.
This is nice. She's just like, yeah, this is nice. I like this.
Yeah, that's all we see what the Stone Garden has to show us. This could be our first official date. How about that?
Yeah, first official date.
And we start walking through the Stone Garden.
I need you all to know that through that entire thing, I paced from my office, my kitchen, to my bedroom, to my living room, back to the kitchen, back to I literally did not stop walking for that entire conversation. Hina was following me around the apartment like, Mom, are you good?
So is this what dating is always like for you? Or
Wish it weren't so awkward, bud.
That was so funny. That was amazing. That was everything I could hope for.
I'm just laughing at yeah, very awkward. Much like the first time we roleplayed this as Kit and fucking what's his name?
Good old fucking what's his name? Weird thing to name your kid. Parents didn't like him that much, apparently.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yeah, some fucking random
Yeah.
NPC that
Yeah,
worked in
fucking what's his name?
worked in an asylum.
Fucking what's his name Jones.
That was great.
Yeah, except that time I was being a character
Yeah, you're being like
You're trying to do it on purpose. Versus
Right, you
this
were
time, I was like,
purposely
this
being
character has no
awkward,
idea
yeah.
what she's doing. Yeah. And then this time, I was like, this girl ain't got a fucking clue.
it's gonna be
Shit.
fun. It's gonna be fun proceeding through this with like the two sources of information is gonna be Orca and like her love life, and then Trig and the courting habits of 300 years ago.
And no, we can toss another one in there. All the books Ren has ever read on the fact.
God.
So
I
it's really lost in the sauce. in the middle.
begrudging the source is also Elias and whatever the fuck's going on there.
I was about to say, I was like, yeah, you may not like him very much, but Elias is an experienc's person when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
Same
In
with
the
Cantor.
Feywild.
Elias is an experienced lover. Wink, wink.
And Cantor's got a kid and was very happily married for a while.
Yeah, also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just in the moment, the only person was like, Orca. Yeah, Orca.
Hey,
Mel has two moms. I don't know how that fits in, but I just figured it was important information.
Ren had just spent the day with Orca, and then Hane had spoken to Orca, so Orca was the only person that could be thought of in the
Orca
moment.
has experience with a wonderful, wonderful relationship that just ended poorly.
Oh,
So
well, maybe
she's
we'll
just
avoid Orca.
Oh no, are we setting ourselves up?
Now I'm just waiting for the scene to cut, and suddenly we hear the voiceover of David Attenborough. In the Feywild, courtships begin when the female brings a male a flower and the male accepts it. Here we see not that, as two people come together.
Does that man not have a head? What the fuck?
Here we see not that is such a. I want to hear David Attenborough say that so bad.
This episode is gonna fucking kill me.
This is awesome. All right, yeah. So Hane and Ren
Josh was gonna
walk
fucking
around
die.
until Ren's like, "Holy shit, I need to sleep because I've had a day," and then we'll head back.
Until all the emotions, like all the adrenaline drops, and Red just like.
Ren's like, "I need 4 hours of rest." Stat.
Yeah.
So
it's-
dehydrated.
because as a reminder, it's early afternoon at this point for you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
So
I thought it'd be early afternoon by now. It's still
Early
it was
evening.
early afternoon when we like started this whole thing. We went all the way to our hotel, and then Orca and I went, traipsing around, and then there was all of them more
all this
traipsing
happened in
around.
20 minutes.
How is that
Yeah.
possible? How's that
Yeah.
possible when Elias and Cantor got an hour at the brothel?
Hey, they were
Time dilation.
really
All right,
good
well,
at that brothel.
And so
I'll
did Orca.
re-correct it. It is mid-afternoon.
That is,
we don't-
this math is not mathing, but okay.
So now, by the time that you're done, it is early evening.
Okay. I'll accept
I
this,
think
thank
what
God.
he's trying to say is it was like 1 o'clock and now it's like 4 o'clock.
Perfect.
No, when they went there, and now it's like 8 o'clock.
Perfect. Hane can take Ren back to the inn and then start his nighttime activities.
That sounds.
Wow.
Nighttime.
What are you getting up to?
Stuff.
Nighttime activities, obviously.
I literally said last time, it's
I
like, well,
know.
what I want to do, I have to wait until the night. So
It's
He's
just
waiting
funny
to get in
because
trouble at night.
at
He
night.
will like leave, and depending on how long it takes, wake up 4 hours later, and he'll just be gone. You'll be like, whoa. If it takes him more than 4 hours. Is we get back to the duck, and Ren just like collapses into her bed next to Orca's because Orca's probably also still passed out.
Yes.
Mel's just sitting there, like, brushing her teeth for the night, just like, hi.
There's just like an incoherent mumble, and it's just like it's the most ungraceful trance you've ever read.
Okay. Good night.
Damn,
You know-
bitch, eepy. Anyways.
You're able to sleep. You don't have to trance.
Yeah, I know, but like, if she was still drunk, she would just sleep. But she's not drunk anymore, so it would
Okay.
probably just be trance. That's normally kind of like it normally depends on like the state she's in when we go, and like, but had she also been really sad, like had this conversation not gone well, She definitely would have just slept because she would have just like cried herself to sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, who's up
Anyways,
next?
now that drama crew is over, violence again.
Yes, violence.
Yeah, back to violence.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head to the beginner level. You guys have a chance of losing this, so I need you to. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Roll 2d20.
Each of us.
Yeah.
All
Well, sorry, 1d20 each. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
About to say, I'm waiting for the nat 1 and then the nat
Yeah,
20.
same. No, I saw Josh was dying up and it was just red, and I was like, "Fuck!" I just rolled a 1, and then Mike came up right after, like, "Okay."
So you guys are able to beat through the arena. You're allowed weapons in the beginners. Basic mundane weaponry is acceptable. So they have weapons to choose if you wish.
So I'm good. However, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck Elias got going on, they're like,
I was
"Nuh-uh."
really hoping for when you said basic weaponry, it's like there are shovels and
My teeth are considered a basic weapon.
Not in this fight.
Yeah,
Sticks.
basic as in unmodified.
Sticks. You start
Natural,
with sticks.
natural weapons.
Well, forged
Hey.
weapons like swords.
You're
axes.
no. Yeah, well, his weapons have been modified. They've clearly gone under the knife.
Boo.
I don't have a single mundane weapon on me.
Yeah, they provide them for
That's
you.
why they give you them.
So, yeah, due to Elias's inexperience with weapons that are not his own, he does poorly, but not poorly enough to lose the fight.
This broadsword is weighted like shit. I want to talk to whoever made this.
This broadsword is weighted like shit. Snaps leg. Then learn to use it better.
Yeah, you guys are successful. If you
Sweet.
would like to attempt to win over the crowd here, you can make your same respective checks.
Yeah, I'll try.
Well,
Oh.
I'm not going to do that well, but hopefully I do better than last time. Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. So Wolfheart and the guy who's with Wolfheart, you guys start building a reputation.
Ferox, and also that guy.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, Ferox, they would know you more as for the fight pits.
Yeah.
You start to build a rapport.
Okay.
That might be
You don't
me.
have a legacy, you don't have a title, you just have rapport. People know you.
Rumor,
It-
basically.
People know one of you.
Honestly, in this situation, that might be better for us. We don't want to
Might
be
be.
drawing attention.
I just love the idea of just, I think that guy's smurfing. and like Elias is like, kind of like, fuck, this broadsword sucks, I can't hit shit. And fucking Ferox has just grabbed two people, just slam.
Well, I would
I
have
think
done
this
that.
guy's cheating.
But, like, I couldn't get a grip on him, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad.
It's fine, it's fine. I said it's fine!
All right. I'm assuming that
Don't put it
these
in
aren't.
the paper that I was owned.
Yeah, these aren't like back to back. So I'm assuming we're probably about similar evening time.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. How much do we get paid for that one?
20 gold.
Fuck. I was hoping to get a little bit more out of these.
Well, we'll go back with people and try a higher difficulty, and maybe then we'll actually get to do some fighting and earn some better money.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, but I think before we do anything tomorrow, we kind of need to figure out what the fuck we're actually doing.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, by the way, I had a question for you. I'm talking out of character. I'm talking to Ferox right now. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wolfhard has the accent. Ferox does not.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. I can't really talk to your roommate. I guess I'll call him about this because I don't think he would be as amiable to the idea. And I'm not gonna tell you a whole lot because A, I don't think you'd care, and B, I don't really want to. But where I come from, we have a very specific way that we typically make money, and I notice you're about as dissatisfied with the money we've earned as I am. There are other ways we could make some money in this city while we're here, if you're interested.
It depends entirely on what it is.
Well, so I come from a long line of, we'll call liberators and reappropriators. And with that, there are different tactics that some of us like to use. The main fighting force, or the main, designation that people get put into when they join our organization, they're a bit more on the sly side, a little bit more on the sneaky side. I'm not particularly sneaky, I'm sure you've noticed. So when I want to do things of that sort, I have to employ different methods. If I can't take something from someone without them noticing, then I have to give them something else to notice. Generally an explosion, not always, but sometimes. It works really well. You start a fire somewhere, or you blow something up. Generally, people head over there to investigate. And that leaves
Misdirection.
a empty space for you to just pick a few things up. If you get what I mean.
I think I get your point.
Are you interested?
The main issue here is the more I, and just air quotes, misbehave, the less likely I'm going to be able to be brought out of my own volition in the future.
He has that much control, huh?
More than any of us would have ever expected, yes.
Are there certain situations that maybe make it easier for you to take over?
Generally, if we're being threatened.
Okay. Well, I don't think I pose much of a threat to him, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to. Just trying to see if there was something I could do to give you a little bit of a competitive edge there, but you know what? You and I will brainstorm about that. You give it some thought, I'll give it some thought, and we'll see if we can't do something to give you a little bit more pull in that situation.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe you can turn him around to his way of thinking if you can phrase it the right way, but I wouldn't put too much stock in that.
Well, I mean, I'm a creative guy, and I can make a lot of things. And so if I can put something together, a physical object, that in some way, shape, or form creates an environment that is more apropos to you being in control, or would make him more willing to, or less able to fend you off when you want to be in charge, then, that wouldn't be against it. Not that I have anything, again, I don't have anything against him. He's a great guy, but he's a little too straight-laced. Really, I'm just glad you're here. You're really the only person that I can talk to about this sort of thing, because the only other person in the in our happy little party that I could potentially talk to about this doesn't remember that he used to be involved. So I can't even get into that with him right now. And he seems to have his own thing going on, so.
The headless one.
Yeah. He's unique. which makes me very curious about him, especially considering he doesn't remember what he used to do. And unfortunately, with the division that he would have been working for, I wouldn't have had much close contact with him, even if I would have known him previously, which I don't necessarily know that I would have. But I've been asking some questions to some people who may have an idea. They want to see him first before they confirm anything to me, but yeah. Let's just say there's plenty of interesting happening in our future, I believe.
By interesting, you mean things we get to kill?
Oh, almost certainly.
Good.
So once we make our way southernly, I'm going to have a little bit more of an agenda to pull, so you and I will have lots of killing to do. Don't you worry about that. There's a particular endeavoring entrepreneur who lives quite a way south of here who I would very much so like to see ripped into a million pieces, and I think you would be the perfect person to help me with that.
Endeavoring entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Where have I heard that?
Well, I too am an endeavoring entrepreneur, but nothing
Not
to
you.
the level of this gentleman. Yeah. Ferox, how much have you traveled the country much? Have you seen a lot of Escantha?
Only as far as Wolfheart's gone.
Do you ever go into the desert?
Briefly.
There's a
Shortly after we left Selenara.
There's a man there. His name is Pump and Chill. I don't even know what exactly it is. I never really worked very closely with it. People I know did, but he pulls this, like, it's almost like crude oil. It's like this magical, like, etherous slurry that accumulates in the desert for some reason. And it's used for a lot of things. But he basically has a monopoly on it, and he also doesn't like sharing the desert. So he often comes into conflict with my people, and we would very much so like to see him dead. Especially if we can take all of his resources. That would be fantastic. Yeah, we're kind of like, where I come from, we're big on, like, workers' rights. We're kind of a union, really. And he doesn't believe in those sorts of things. He believes in indentured servitude, not paying wages to your employees, making your employees clean up the corpses of their overworked, now fallen comrades and throw them into the desert for monsters to eat. He's not a nice man.
Oh, you're part of the Marauders, aren't you?
So you know. How come he doesn't? Or does he just pretend not to?
Wolfheart?
Yeah.
I don't think he particularly cares.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, we know about your people. They're one of the only ways Selenar survives, as far as I'm aware.
And we are very grateful for the partnership.
That and your middleman is a pain in the ass.
I mean, yes. Yes, he is. Fuck, I wish I had something to say past that.
Well, his fucking last name certainly fits, goddamn Pinchpenny.
Yeah. Well, we do what we do, and it takes a lot of money. And personally, I would have put someone else in charge of that. But I don't make those decisions. Regardless, I don't think...
Well, he and Heavy Belt seem to be in tight, so I don't know if even you would have enough sway to move that.
Yeah, probably not. Jesus. I would love to continue this conversation, but there are too many ears here. let's head
You're-
let's head back to the fucking inn for the night.
Yeah.
And you and I will continue this conversation later.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you feel like getting into some trouble before we leave Casa Kuroa, you just let me know.
I mean, I'm sure if either of us tells Orca what we did, she's gonna want in on a piece anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Then we need more money anyways.
Yes.
Because I know you don't work for free, not that I'd exactly expect you to.
No.
And after seeing some of the things you've made, I've got some ideas.
I'm glad you do. I love a creative friend. Anyway, let's get walking. Let's move on. So yeah, we head back.
All right, and you all reconvene at the inn.
Just
At roughly the same time.
just as we're walking back, just why are my knuckles? What did we do?
We legally.
What did you do? Let's be clear. I was
we-
not in control.
We legally.
Whose blood is in my mouth?
I don't know his name. All right, and I have a hard time imagining that he'll be able to pronounce it for you tomorrow. But everything we did was legal, and we got paid for it.
How much?
We each made 11 gold.
That's it.
We'll make more tomorrow. We can do. We took it easy to test ourselves. We went to the fight pits. It went really well. We'll go back tomorrow with Orca, and we'll make a bunch of money. It'll be.
Also, duty for the fucking heavy belt makes more in an hour than we made in 6. Ugh. All right.
Don't worry about heavy belt right now. Don't talk about him. All right, not now.
Okay.
You save that for when we're by ourselves. God damn it.
What?
You know, just never mind. Go to bed.
All right.
I'll come get you in the morning. It'll be fine.
Just the look at, just like, what?
As soon as that kind of comes to an abridge, I look over. Does Hayne still like? Does Hayne have a head right now? Does he have a face? Can I see his face?
No.
Okay, just wanted to be clear. Are you still pink?
I guess
Maybe.
it depends.
He's purple.
I guess it depends on where you find Hane, because if he's just leaving the inn, no.
Aren't we just getting? Well, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. You said we all reconvened at the inn at the same time. Yes.
At roughly the same time. Yeah,
Approximately.
You guys would have been out about the same length that they were at the garden. So yeah.
We probably got back a little later because we were probably moving further out.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ren has already gone to bed,
Correct.
and Hane and Trig are just about to leave when you guys show up.
Okay. Where are you two going?
Oh, I'm looking up some old friends that I heard are in town here.
Oh, cool. Can I come with?
I get the feeling they might want to do that alone.
Well, hold on. How chill can you be?
Oh, I can be real chill.
Okay. Because I need to do the talking, but a little added muscle might be a little helpful.
Yeah, if you want me to just hang back, like I'm assuming I don't know these people, so I probably wouldn't have much to say to them anyway.
Then yes, you can come with.
All right, awesome. Let's go.
Think I'll stay back. Do you have a time that you're expecting to be back, or? Just whenever you're finished.
No idea. Don't even know if I'll be able to find them.
Okay.
Well, then I guess the three of us will go out.
All right.
Going off in the middle of the night to meet people, and you take Elias?
Oh, we have something special.
He has his uses.
I only use him for
biting
one
people.
thing, okay? He doesn't mean anything. Here's the only one I want.
How could you?
I'm just using him. He doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm right here.
Anyways, go on. Sorry, it was funny.
So, as we're going out into the streets of Kaskarova, Hain will explain to Elias. So, the people that we're looking for, they are members of the group that I was a part of, or, well, my body was a part of, before it became mine. Their names are Maz and Zardo. They were kind of like the information brokers of my old group. And assuming that Dr. Rodolfo's information is correct, they are somewhere in the city. So, we're just going to start going through the city, looking for thief marks of information brokers, see if we can find them.
Sounds good to me.
And so that's what we're going to do, Josh. We're looking for information brokers within the city to see if we can find Maz and Zardo.
Okay. Make a charisma-based investigation check.
Whoa. It is the exact same as my regular investigation. My charisma is the same as my intelligence.
Whoa.
God, I wish that was true for me.
A regular. What was it? An investigation?
Well, I think it's probably mostly Hain doing all the
This is
talking here,
Hain,
so
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I thought we were searching though.
Right. Elias knows thieves can't, so he could probably help me with this, couldn't he? That's proficiency in a way.
I do know thieves can.
And is Elias also proficient in investigation? I think he might be.
Well, I was hoping to. Oh,
yeah.
Well, that too.
I'd say. Yeah, I'd say that you could use. You could do it with advantage then if you.
All right, cool. 26.
Okay. Yeah, you would find an information broker. It wouldn't take you very long to find them. And through natural charisma and persuasion, he tells you that he doesn't know anybody by the names of Maz and Zardo. He does, however, know a pair of twins in the city that vaguely fit the description that you provide.
All right.
They're not tieflings, so that's the
I mean, I never really picked a race
yeah.
for any of my people, so
you did for some of them. So I was
right. Like there was like very specific people where it's like that
where
race
it mattered.
makes sense. Yeah.
I
But
don't
like,
know why I was picturing them as tieflings. I reread
well,
it and I was like, wait a minute.
probably because they're both warlocks. That kind of
Yeah.
go, like classic tiefling warlock. Yeah.
Classic, yeah. So, yeah, he would be able to tell you that they're twins, similar in description, but not the same. But it could be worth checking out.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a few years.
He does tell you, however, that there's a bit of a complication to that, as they work closely with the Royal Council.
That's actually not that surprising. All right. Are they? I guess is Kaskarova like? How's the like the royal like council work here? Is there like a sectioned off like part of the city that like
Yes.
all those people like live in, or is there just like a castle for like the main people?
They all live in the castle. So
Even like the people that just like are like staff workers.
yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
it is a very, very large castle. Basically, anybody that works closely with the council lives there for their own safety and protection. They are, of course, allowed to leave the castle grounds, but they always have escorts.
Right. Ask the information broker. These two twins. How often do they leave the royal? I'm picturing like a royal palace, so I'm just calling it the royal palace. just a castle seems a bit small.
Fair.
Do they ever leave like the royal palace? Do you know?
As far as I'm aware, every so often, potentially more. They're, as far as I'm aware, good at what they do, so going unnoticed is part of that.
All right. Do you also trade in the exchanging of information in a way that you could get a message to them the next time that they leave the palace? Or is there someone else that you can refer me to for that type of service?
I can do that. For an extra fee, of course.
Well, of course.
Would you like one message for each of them, or one message for both?
I think one message for both is fine.
Alright. You can write your message on the parchment here, and I'll make sure to get it to them.
All right. I'll write out a message that basically says, questions and answers you'll find in the cemetery during the witching hour. And then I will sign the message with my calling card so that they know who it's coming from.
Alright. And the broker will take it, seal it without reading it. And gives you a nod. Anything else I can help you with?
Well, first of all, what's the fee, man? I mean, like, this is your business. Like, what, you gonna charge me or what?
Oh yes, sorry. It's 3 gold.
I'm not sure.
I love dude who has a job, has a complete way of life, but forgets to ask for money. Not like he's too nice and he's like, oh no, you don't have to pay, just straight up, oh right, commerce.
I forget sometimes how these things work.
It was like,
I love him.
wait a second, is this the masked macaque? Has he come to this continent?
What is trade exactly?
Does this guy look like a monkey man? All right. I should just grumble about, I was like, about the standard of things in this day and age, and then give it to him. In my day, nobody would forget what the price was.
All right, Grandpa.
All right. Cool. So leave that to him. And then go do the same thing with like every other information broker in the city.
How much money you got, man?
I have a lot of money because I looted a bunch of bodies in the last town.
Oh, fair.
Okay.
Yeah, so like there's probably like 5 other information brokers.
Yeah, there'd be 5 others.
So I'll just do like 15.
Okay. Yeah, they'd all give you the same spiel, so the information doesn't change.
For each message though, I'm going to give a different time and a different place around the city.
Okay. Gotta get 6 different times in 6 different places.
Actually, no, change that.
Okay.
Same time, different locations. They have to find me.
Oh, okay.
Just the type of challenge that they would expect from former me.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I'll be at none of them.
From that one guy who is me, maybe. I don't remember. Who am I?
Who are you? Who are any of us?
Joke's on them. I've been in the palace the whole time.
Joke's on them. I have Alzheimer's. Who is it? No, I don't know it, Angela. Where's my pudding?
All right, cool. Yeah, I doubt they're going to be able to get the message to them this night, so I'm not going to stake out the palace tonight, but in the following nights, for as long as we're staying here, I plan on staking out the palace to see if I can see them leaving, and then I'll just follow them to whichever location they go to.
Sure.
Well, were you given like a clear physical description of them?
It sounded like the broker knows vaguely what they look like.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if like we had gotten that information.
Well,
specifically.
I mean, I also know what they looked like 10 years ago. I'm sure some things have changed, but see if I can at least identify them. It doesn't sound like they've changed that much, though.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, if the information broker was able to pick out those two just by the description I have of them from 10 years ago, they probably still look vaguely the same.
Yeah,
They're just
that makes sense.
apparently going by different names. Did he have names for who they are at the moment in the palace?
No.
Oh, okay. He just knows they're not Maz and Zardo.
He knows them as, yeah, he knows that they're not that, because those would uniquely stand out to him.
Yeah, I guess if they had the level of infamy that my past life had, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then yeah, that's enough for tonight, and then we'll stake out the palace in the following nights.
Okay.
So Elias would offer to help you with your stakeout if you wanted his help, but if you didn't, he'd totally understand.
Get out of here. I'm going on this stakeout.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have been here to participate.
I'm sleeping. God, leave me alone.
No, that's my boyfriend. Fuck off.
Those are my stakeout dates. Get out of here.
Get out of his mind.
Everyone's boyfriend. No one's boyfriend is safe.
But what if I wanted to not be forgotten?
I'm sorry, you're not a man, so I can't steal you from somebody.
This feels like
I can steal you though from Josh, Krista. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, like, what a weird choice.
Jesus
I'm not trying to be
Christ.
stolen for once. Damn. Okay.
I don't even have
I'm trying to
it
steal
right
you
now.
where it really matters.
I don't.
You
I
know,
don't.
it's true.
I don't. It,
None of us.
it really doesn't. It
None of
doesn't
us.
matter, Joe. It's probably better that way.
So don't mistake yourself into thinking I know what I'm talking about. So,
To any of
well,
us.
Well, anyway,
Yeah, maybe Elias. I'll let you know.
sounds good.
so unless there's anything else anybody wanted to do this evening,
No.
Well, actually, I'm just kidding.
you all gain the benefits of a long rest and wake up at varying hours of the morning.
Oh
Oh,
my god, the
goody.
calendar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I had it open the whole
Yeah.
I
Oh my
totally
god, the
believe you.
calendar.
What happened? Cantor had
Violence.
the weirdest
So
birthday.
much violence. Yeah.
Cantor
Yeah.
almost
Orca
has
wakes
his
up.
birthday.
Orca wakes up completely hungover.
You also wake up at like midnight too.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes when you're drunk enough, you can sleep for like
I
a
get-
long
yeah,
ass
that-
time.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
drink a lot.
I've done
That's-
some fucking
that's
doozies
fair.
of a sleep after getting wasted.
Oh, that reminds me.
When you're not
I don't
drunk, you
even
can
know.
sleep for a long
No.
time.
Hold on, God is talking.
That reminds me. Ren,
Oh, fuck. Damn it. I was like, it's not me, right? It can't be me this
Who else would it be?
as
Okay, I had hope. Go ahead, sorry.
as you
Mm-hmm.
sleep
Mm-hmm.
in your semi-awake state,
Mm-hmm.
you are flooded with visions.
Oh, cool.
Um, a recurring scenario in your head, seeing that tower explode again and
Cool.
again and
Oh.
again.
Does it change at all, or is it the
Beautiful.
exact same thing?
It is the exact same thing until right before you awaken from your semi-sleep, where it flashes what I can only describe as a shadowy flame-covered skull into the air from the explosion.
That's not good.
Like it shot out of the explosion just into the sky, and I wake up.
Like it shot out into the direction that you're perceiving from, which would be
Oh,
from
cool.
where your teleportation circle
So
was.
you're telling me that I jump scare awake, basically? from
Yes,
this?
that is
Oh,
what I'm telling you.
super cool. I wake up, I come to from my trance so fast, I fall out of bed. Trying to get away from the skull and just land really hard, just whack onto the floor. Like, oh, what?
Mel's just getting ready for the day. It's just, you good?
There's just a groan. You just see her hand come up from the floor on the other side of the bed, like you can't see her, and it's just a thumbs up, like,
Why is
Listen.
everybody yelling?
you can fix yourself. Why are you complaining?
I don't want to fix myself. I just want it out of my system. Hey, I'm also trying to remember what happened yesterday.
When do you stop remembering? Ow.
I remember getting a dance, and
Oh,
then
okay,
I'm in an outfit.
Oh yeah, do you
And
remember the
hippies.
outfit?
I remember the outfit.
Okay.
I
they
go to
just
see
let
if
me
any
try
of the
some-
guys are up while they have all this conversation.
Whoa, wait. Bye, Mel.
I think we all are.
Actually, I'd say it would be at about this time
Listen.
that Elias would be pounding on your door going, Orca! Come out here, I have something to talk to you about.
Oh, you in trouble?
Orca flinches at like the yelling, and she puts herself off the bed and slams the door open and asks, "What the fuck are you yelling about?"
Oh, I'm
What do
sorry.
you
I
want?
thought you wanted to beat people up and engage in violence, but I guess I'll just take my fun elsewhere.
No, wait, you guys!
What is
Yeah,
wrong with you?
I think we do need to discuss what the fuck we're actually doing before we all go off and do whatever the fuck.
In answer to your question, do you want like an itemized list, or is there something more specific to this scenario that you're asking?
What I want is to go downstairs, drink some water, and have some breakfast. I don't want anyone to speak to me until that has been achieved. And then she just like walks downstairs.
As she's walking away, Elias would just like look at her and like as soon as she's like a good like 10-15 feet away, he would just like cup his hands around his mouth and go, "Gubernatorial!"
It doesn't hear.
Was that English? What?
Yeah, gubernatorial.
Out there.
Gubernatorial?
It refers to usually used when talking about elections relating to governors of states.
This does not
Why?
answer questions.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
okay.
say this isn't.
No, I just think he's saying it to be a dick.
I think that makes the question more question.
Yes.
That is all he does. He takes questions and creates more questions.
Mel sighs heavily. It's just, we really need to fucking talk about what the fuck we're doing and not just go off fucking crazy like. Fuck's sake, Elias.
I don't appreciate all the fucks in that sentence. If we could
Go
bring it down
fuck
to,
yourself then. We need to fucking sit down. I'm tired of this. We're gonna go sit down and have a fucking conversation. Okay?
Fine. We will have a conversation, but I will be
Great.
standing the whole time.
I don't give a shit.
I'll be standing the whole time.
Brent's still like on the floor and like looks over her bed like maybe I
What are you
stay
doing on the
here.
Are you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I fell out of bed.
Oh. Were you sleeping?
No, but you know, sometimes you've never come to a little bit too. That's not the way I wanted to. The way my brain was gonna say that was never come to come, and I was like, wait a minute.
Phrasing.
Whoa!
And I was like, whoa, that's not what.
If this bed be a rockin'.
Preferably warn the people you're sleeping with before it gets to that point, actually.
Red just kind of waves her hand like, never mind, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, thank you for being the one person in this room who hasn't yelled at me yet. I'll see you downstairs.
Do you want me to yell? Okay.
I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not telling you not to.
I don't really feel like yelling today.
Okay, cool. Well,
We'll
I'll see you downstairs.
burn that bridge when we get there, I guess.
I don't feel like yelling today. Give it time.
Why are we burning bridges?
It's 5 minutes into the day. Give it time.
Yeah, it's like, I do not remember Mel being that angry when we went to bed last. Whatever.
That's
No
because...
one talked to Mel for the last 8 hours before bed.
Mel's had to be babysitter. She's like, I'm fucking tired.
Alright, I'm assuming convene downstairs.
And apparently wait in silence for Orchid to eat.
Oh, no. No. No.
All right. Well,
Okay, we
Well,
don't
fun
want
of-
she
that
just
Orca's
said-
wisdom
that
she
powder
just said-
keg.
Chris.
She just said no one speak to her. Y'all can talk to each other. She just wants to focus on food.
Yeah, Ren's also eating, just like not like Orca and Ren just there like, yeah, she mad.
Cool. So, before we go off to more drinking, whoring, or fighting pits, legal as they may fucking be, what the hell are we gonna do? What was the
Orca.
explosion? What are we fucking doing? I'm talking! Hold your face! She sees like Orca start to like say something. She's like, no. I'm not being talked over this day.
Orca and Ren both with like a bite of food going to the mouth, just like hovering in midair. Looking at each other, drinking, side-eye each other, whoring, kind of side-eye each other. Just like... I just like shake my head at her like, not today.
Orca's just like, yeah.
Today we're not on our bullshit, okay? We have a full silent conversation and a look like today we are good people. Today we are the people Mel expects us to be. Today we are better.
One glance. We're all like,
Yeah. Yes, and then we both nod simultaneously at the exact same moment. We both nod at each other like, deal, agreed, and we both turn back to Mel with complete and utter focus while we eat and no talking.
Because great, cool, had a night, fine, whatever. But just going off and fighting, I got completely ignored about my worries about being fucking found out in the city yesterday. Because I feel like that's a valid fucking worry right now. What is the plan?
Yeah,
We are talking!
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that we were being talked at instead of having a conversation. My bad.
I reach out, and like I did to Orca the night before, I reach out and I move my hand over Elias's slowly.
Well,
I don't put it on
standing on
his...
the ceiling right now, but
What the fuck are you? Never mind.
He's being spiteful because I said we were gonna sit and have a conversation.
Oh, I knew he was standing. I didn't hear standing on the ceiling.
No,
that's new information.
Spiteful.
Yeah, that one's more like a what the fuck game.
I would like to get all of my words out before someone starts trying to talk over me. Please.
Hane puts his hand up.
Hane.
Yeah. So I don't really know what that fuckery was right when we were leaving. I don't know if anybody has a way of finding out what that was. It's gonna take some time for news of whatever that is to get down here. As for what we're doing next, I don't like. I really have a few ideas, and then we were planning on coming here. I don't remember the main reason for coming down to Koskarova, to be honest.
I know that there was plan to go. I cannot. So hold on. Side note. This is Krista. I can't remember the city that Elias was saying. Like, oh, I have friends here. We could help. That could like help figure this out. That was up north of where we were, but
It was on like the northeast coast. Yeah, it was
Yes,
the
it's the
town
city
up
of
there.
I'm sorry. It was what?
the city's called Pickham.
Yeah.
God, could we just have the world map real quick
Yeah,
in this
can we-
Yeah, that'd be
discussion?
So
nice,
we can-
please.
Yeah.
Take
Please?
out the actual world map and put it on the table. So
Yeah.
we know what we're talking about.
Because we definitely know everything talking about right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pixelated right now. Why won't you?
Yeah,
load?
there we go. Mine
Ooh.
it took mine a while to load
It's
in.
a
Pixelated.
huge file. Let it give it a minute to load.
Yeah. Because I knew that there was talk of going to Pickham. There was talk of going to many places, but all of that is now, fuck, what, a month away at least? 3, possibly? Like, that's not an option anymore.
Why not?
because the stuff we were doing was immediately, and now we're at least a month away from everything. But also, that's where everyone who's trying to kill us is, if we go back now.
I mean, not in Pick'em.
How are we going to get to pick them?
We could take a ship. We're close. We're close to the Bay of the Crossroads. We can either go out to sea or go up the Nabu River.
Side note, why were we going to pick them?
Well, you were just saying that was where Elias's people are.
Yeah,
It was
but I thought there was a
also-
specific reason why we were.
I
Oh.
believe it was the people up there. I think had the capability potentially of making us kind of like the masks that would let us get through the fog without going cuckoo bananas.
It was mostly Elias knows a guy who knows a little bit about everything and might be able to help us.
Right.
Ah,
So
that was it.
to clarify the two options that I had given, the reason to go to Pick'em was because Hayne had questions both about himself and about the thing that was going on with your arm. So I had suggested to him that we could go there because I know a guy who basically knows everything. The people who could make us the masks are down in the desert. Those are my
Right.
allies who live in the
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we didn't have a better option.
There's
so
a lot of
okay.
places on this map. It's lose track of it sometimes.
So easy. It's so fucking big.
So the two places that Reelan would be advocate for us going would either be
Reelan?
Elias.
Elias, sorry. the two places
Who are
that
you?
Elias would be advocating for us to go would either be Pick'em or down into the Ogier Yensa desert.
Terrifying. Okay, sorry. I personally just needed a refresher on the fuck we were doing before.
Yeah.
So the option is ship, which is still quite a ways away,
I mean,
or we are able to make a circle thingy and get someplace close, but then we're still walking all that way, which walking is still dangerous while being hunted.
well, what we could do is we could spend some time here, gather some money and resources, and I could build us a new cart.
But wasn't the cart slowing us down before?
Mm,
Because of its
couldn't have
size.
options? Or is it just because it was how big it was?
I mean, it was big, but it was also a carriage being drawn by 4 horses. Like, I can't imagine it would have gone. It definitely wouldn't have gone slower than walking would have.
Right, yeah, we were going at the same speed. It's just the only problem with the cart was if we ever had to go off road, we kind of had to leave the cart behind.
Mm.
That was the main problem with the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And I could build us one that doesn't have that sort of encumbrance on it, but that would be a much more expensive endeavor, as the materials that I would need to make something that travels over the land but not on wheels is not cheap.
I also vote that we try and get Wolfheart's legs fixed before we go too far also, because we're being hunted by 2 different groups.
I respect and agree with the sentiment. At the same time, though, in order to do that, we have to go into the mist. And in order to be able to safely go into the mist, we have to go to the desert so that I can talk to my friend.
I thought we had to go into the mist for the money, that we just needed the money for everything.
Well, we need to get the Gorgon heart, and the Gorgons live in the mist.
Is that why we needed the Gorgon heart? I
Right,
thought you were getting
yeah.
it for money.
Yes.
There was that because there were we encountered like kind of like different options. So one of them was getting the Gorgon heart for
Was
like,
alchemy.
for the alchemy. There was another way where we could just pay a fuck ton of money to like a holy person to like cast a spell to fix Wolfheart's. Like so, like we have options.
We could also look for options here in Coscarova.
Yeah,
That's could be,
Cosgrove
like,
is
alternative.
magical and more
Yeah.
technological, so we might be able to find a solution here.
Yeah, I do think we should shop around on options on that. And if all else fails, we make ourselves look super fucking pitiful, and we can go visit my grandmother, and she will give it to us.
I mean, I don't really do begging for money. I earn my money, but that's not my decision, obviously, alone to make, and it wouldn't technically be my money. So if that's what the party wants to do, then I guess that's what we'll do.
That is a good idea, but I probably should not be in the group.
No, you help with it.
How am I? Orca looks at her and just gestures to herself. How are you gonna make this look pitiful?
See, I don't do pitiful, sorry.
Well, sorry, correction. I just need to look like I do not sleep in beds, which is not hard. I do enjoy sleeping outside. And grandmother will feels as if I am being treated the most horrible death in my life and give it to me. This hotel, this is nice. For grandmother, no. She would have acted like she was being tortured while staying here.
So how would you want me to help you in this
You
scenario?
don't need to do anything. Just be you.
I elbow Orca underneath the table, like, hey, we agreed. We're better people today. All in this one elbow.
And she's just kind of looking back like, I know. It's like,
I know it's not always the fun for pride and or feelings option, but for fuck, we're on a time crunch, it might work.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I know this really isn't my decision, but I don't do handouts. I don't like this idea.
I also don't necessarily know how much either group is exactly on their tail, so to speak. The only thing we know, the only thing we knew about the Eladrin were that they were coming probably to Cathescaler, which has now been attacked at the best.
And I mean, I kind of
any evidence of our passing is probably obscured by whatever attack. That's all I can call that, an attack. Whatever that was. I don't know if that was the Golden Reapers. I would assume not, but I don't know.
It was Magic Missile gone rogue.
I can't say that I know who did it. I definitely don't know who did it, but I'm pretty sure I know where that fired.
Okay.
Being?
Well, so in you know the tower where they do their studies, the clerics house some pretty powerful artifacts, and there's one in particular that's associated with things like that, and I could be incorrect, but I feel like one of the artifacts may have been liberated from the city.
What?
They're housing dangerous artifacts without the proper precaution and authorization and anything of the sort to prevent someone from just walking in and taking it? Or you think somebody on the inside has taken it absent other people's approval?
If I had to guess, with the level of security they have in there, it would have most side job, but without knowing more about whether or not A, I'm particularly correct in which artifact was taken, and B, the means by which it disappeared, I can't speculate much past that.
Or for what reason?
Yeah.
Can Hane vibe check Elias right now? Did fucking Elias steal something?
I'll say, I can tell you honestly, Elias took nothing from the tower. He knows a lot of the people that work there, especially the 3 people who run the independent schools in Cathedral. If he stole something from them, they would hunt him.
I would just like to say I'm proud of you for not stealing something.
So I don't steal from my friends. I steal from other people.
Alright, so it's possible that that explosion was something apropos of our statuses with both these Eladrin and the Reapers.
If you want my guess, that explosion was not caused by anyone who was seeking us out specifically to target us. If they took that artifact, they took it because they want to use it to hunt us, but they didn't do it like in order to hurt us. Like they would have done it to strengthen themselves.
What
What's
What
the
artifact? Yeah, it sounds like you have an inkling as to which artifact was taken that caused such a thing.
I do, but it's like I don't want to. It's not like I don't want to tell you. It's just I don't want to get too bogged down into the details of it before I actually know whether or not that was the thing that was taken. Because if it wasn't, I'd be giving you guys a whole bunch of information about something that isn't particularly relevant, and it's
well,
not.
what does it do?
Right, you said that you could use it to find us if that is what they said.
I don't think it wasn't necessarily to use it to find us. It was more of just another tool in their arsenal to help them hunt us down. I don't know if it necessarily has anything to do with location.
Ah.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not necessarily that they would use it to discern our location. I'm sorry if that's the impression that I gave. It's more so that having that and the power that it would give to them would make them a bigger threat.
Okay.
If to be clear, like the thing that I'm talking about, it's an ancient artifact. It's referred to as the Circlet of Manus. Manus, to my understanding,
Manus. I was like, madness, malice. What was that? Okay, Manus.
I heard madness.
Yeah, me too. I was like, huh?
Well,
Okay,
Manus, M-A-N-U-S.
there was a man who existed a long time ago, and he was.
And the man was us.
Yes. Well, he was a very powerful cleric, and he had a magical circlet that gifted him an immense amount of power. The problem with that is that the god that imbued that with power is not the kind of god that clerics typically worship. And while wielding this circlet, he used it as more or less like as a symbol of his authority, and also as a way of channeling the strength that the god who blessed it or cursed it, I guess if you want to refer to it that way, gave to it. He had a lot of power, and he basically enslaved a bunch of people and turned them into creatures of the dark. I'm very shaky on the history here. I'm not a history guy, but he was a bad man who did bad things, and his circlet helped him do it.
Ren is eating the most interesting bowl of porridge.
Josh,
Yes.
can I maybe help fill in maybe some of the details on this? This sounds like something I might know about. If it's like a magical artifact with like religious connotations.
How much do you as Mike know about this?
Oh, nothing at all.
Do you want me to send you the thing, Josh, and you can pick and choose what pieces of information you want to give to him?
If you have it separate, more information than what's in the document.
No, I have what's in the document. I just have it in front of me, so I figured if it would be easier for you instead of having to search it out, if I just copy and paste it into.
Yeah, do that because I'm looking at it, but there's so much extra going on here.
It's somewhere in the word. Can't really call it a salad. What's
It's hard
better
to
than a
go through
salad?
over 60 pages and find all the
Why?
information at one time.
Yeah. While he's talking about it, do I get any feelings? Or am I just in my suspicions? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to point out
I'll
between
do the initial description of it, and then I have the actual item itself as an item, and I will send that to you as well.
Okay.
I just want to point out between my 2 lifetimes, I have a total of 7 pages, and 2 of those are just about cities.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I have a lot that I've written, and I have a lot more that I haven't put into this yet that I still have to. This document is going to be huge.
I mean, I have a lot of pages, but they're all segregated by relevance.
Luckily, what's cool is that any of the places we don't get to, Joshua can just repurpose into next campaign.
Yeah, literally.
We'll be 6 campaigns later, and there'll still be items based on Dark Souls.
I have 20 pages, but that's just like 4 or 5 different places.
Anyways.
Anyway, yeah.
This porridge is delicious.
I sure do love the Circlet of Hand.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's. I guess that's something to be aware of. I could also see. There's probably some Grey Legion people here in Glasgow. I can maybe get see if I can contact the handmaid and see if he knows what happened, if he's still around up there.
I mean, that would probably be a good idea to know exactly how much damage was inflicted and if they have any further inclination.
I raise my spoon instead of raising my hand. Waiting for Mel to call on me.
All right.
Red.
Oh, no. Pause.
We'll have Hayne. You can make a history check.
History.
Depending on the roll, is how much of this I'll give you.
All right. I was hoping for religion.
You can do religion as well.
Hey.
Hey.
It relates.
All right.
Who was clerics?
Hey, pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Okay. So you get this snippet of information.
Okay.
That's the best way to do it here.
Like 3 words. Like, it is a circlet.
Okay, thank God. It's only like 3. Well, we'll fight. I guess actually that's more like 5 paragraphs. But still, it's not a lot.
Okay.
That's good. So
All right, well, 5 paragraphs.
let me
Not a
go
lot of
have-
information.
let me go have my fucking Gandalf going through the records montage.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
you can read that while I ask my question that Mel has called on. You can take your time reading. That I have now forgotten. Oh right, no,
Nice.
I'm good. It came back. It's back. We're fine. Got distracted. Should we tell someone
Tell someone.
about what happened? I mean, like, this is the capital. It's a bunch of students. There are probably a bunch of their parents of those students that are here.
Oh. But
That might bring attention to us
yeah.
if it
It
just
kinda-
happened
I'm not-
yesterday.
I'm not saying we have to like us need to go to a like we could send a letter.
Oh no, I understand that. I'm saying the fact that the knowledge got here that quick, someone that would have privy to that information might be able to connect the dots and realize that we teleported here. I'm just saying it might be a little risky.
If we were under a greater
Smarty
moral
pants goes back
obligation,
for
I guess.
porridge.
Right, but the forest is difficult to navigate regardless. Both of the groups that we're seeking to avoid are going to be massed in that area, or shortly will be.
So you're saying we should go in the opposite direction and go southwest?
Not exactly, no. What benefit would we get by going to the southwest?
Oh,
I
no,
guess.
just be as far away from them as possible.
Why don't we just loop back around the way we? So they're all going to Cather Scolaire and in that area. So why don't we just back up the way we were and go back to the partner stock? They'll never think that we doubled back.
Well, and even if they did, like, if we get into the partner stock, there's not a chance in fuck they're going to be able to do anything to us. All right? That city is so tightly maintained. There is not a thing that goes on without leadership knowing, and if they don't want it happening, it's not happening. And I make them a lot of money. They're not going to
Are
let me
we
die.
allowed back in the partner stock? I kind
Yeah.
of felt like our last visit was not.
Well, no, I mean, like when we left, it wasn't really on bad terms. They were just like, it's like, you should go now to get to where you're to
Yeah,
find the people you're looking for.
Well,
And
the
then
whole
before we had a chance, they just sent us.
the whole rationale for them appearing in the first place was that some of us were not exactly honest with their policies.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Ooh, porridge!
Well, and it sounds and that problem is resolved now, so that wouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem in the future.
I suppose if they did see it as a more flagrant violation, they would not have also helped us on our journey. So it is entirely
Right.
possible that it was more of a hey, don't do that again, as opposed to a 1,000 years of dungeon.
From
she
what I
like
remember,
winked at
she
me
didn't
before.
help us. From what I remember, she didn't exactly help us. She wants something in return. We just don't know from who or what.
I mean, that's generally how they operate. They don't hand out favors unless it's going to be more beneficial to them than it is going to be anyone else.
Yeah, that's true. There's probably some hidden cost we'll have to pay eventually, if we haven't in some way already paid it through our actions.
Oh god, that sounds too complicated to even process right now.
Well,
there
according
were things going on there that we didn't really get to resolve.
and according to the things that Elias has said about the ruling faction of the partner stock, they seem to be very involved in convoluted webs of bullshit.
Oh yeah, they got their hands in a lot of pies.
Okay. Yeah,
That is-
I'm either way, staying for a bit, getting money. It's a plan.
And maybe finding a way to fix Wolfheart's legs while we're here.
Yes, and double checking ways to fix Wolfheart legs. I will say, probably flirting with 7-foot tall men in the middle of trading should probably not happen again.
Or
for the
just
attention.
side eyes Mel.
Oh no, she's just looking
All of a sudden, Orca's
directly
like,
at
porridge.
Yeah. There's no way to side-eye Mel when she's not sitting to the side of you and staring directly at you.
Hayne internally is just like, wow, what happened yesterday?
Oh yeah. By the way, I never got a chance to ask you about this. Orca, did you sexually harass that nice shirtless man in the square who was doing the trading?
Whoa. There was no harassment going on.
Offered to get
That's
the
not the
guy
way
a
he
drink.
talked.
No, he seemed a little flattered by it, actually.
Ah, hey! Or can I high five?
Orca like deadpan high fives, but she's like, by now she's looking at her wallet and realizing she only has 30 gold. And she's looking at Ren.
What?
Oh,
What are you looking at me for?
Hey, speaking of, both you guys owe me 5 gold.
Ah!
Do you accept Coscorobin credits?
I'll take it.
What do I
I
owe
was
you
just
5
messing.
gold for?
I paid for
For
your
the-
drinks.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I didn't pay for my drinks.
No.
That might
I
also be in concert with when you hit the floor, woke up and said, "Oh
The first
shit,"
time.
in a tone of voice that wasn't yours, and then tried to run off.
That's why I held on to you like a toddler running away for a bit.
Oh, Orcan, I'm
That was so long
time.
ago.
Oh, both of us have a simultaneous epiphany. We're like, oh, that time we were drinking. I thought you meant.
Yeah, 12 hours ago.
I was closer to 20, but yeah.
20. Oh, such a long time. 20 hours ago. I'm so, yeah.
Orca gives you 5 gold.
Thank
Very
you.
gingerly. I have a question.
I also give you 5 gold, not credits. I keep my credits.
Oh, good. Thanks.
I am going to spend my time searching the city for somebody.
No.
If somebody would like to join me,
No, okay.
it's on the table.
Who?
Wait, what?
Who? I'm an owl. Who?
That's what I'm thinking too.
It's not a matter of if somebody's going to join you, it's a matter of who is going to join you.
See, Cantor's also an owl. Who?
We're
I
looking-
thought we were gonna
I'm
go
looking-
do violence. I want to do violence.
Okay, first
mean-
of all, we get back to the violence. The reason I yelled at you about the violence, by the way, was because I had barely been conscious for 2 seconds, and then you start banging on my door and start yelling at me. Next time, if you want a clear, assured response that early in the morning, or at least after a night that I had, I would appreciate knocking very gently and watching your tone and how you speak to me.
You understand
Mel
that
is now
I was
eating
not
porridge.
around for most of your night
Yeah.
and don't realize how it went, right? I had no clue.
Well, she remembers most of her evening.
Well, I'm happy for her. I don't know how her night went.
Okay, we don't need to do
Orca
this.
to the hickeys.
No.
It's no, everybody, we all went to the same place. Almost all of us went to the same. Anyways, we're moving on. We are
Yes.
moving on.
Anyway,
Yep.
I'm looking
So-
for a friend.
Okay. Is this for
This is gonna land us in more shit than we're already in.
No, this is my shipmate, Lorcan. We were on the voyage to the Beluga Trench, and when I shipwrecked, I got pulled down to the abyss, and I don't know where he went. I've been trying to look for him.
Oh, and you think he's here?
I don't have any idea where he is. I've been
I
trying
mean,
to catch him,
capital
and
city, most
Yeah,
concentration of
and we're
people. I guess it. That makes sense.
we're also not too far away from Merida. It's possible that he moved on.
To Merida?
It's not the coast.
Over here, down here.
Oh, thanks. Sorry. I'm looking. I'm like, where the fuck is it?
No, same. My brain was just like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I know where she put this one. I know where she put it.
It's like, where's Waldo every time you're looking for a goddamn city on this map?
Yeah,
great,
I
I
mean,
love it.
I suppose if he is the sailing type, that would also make sense. But we're here now, so
Yeah, okay. I think it was just a matter of curiosity at what kind of friend we were searching for. But yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's something that we can do while we're doing other things. I don't think we
yeah, that too.
All right.
I think we can bundle a bunch of tasks together today.
I don't have an issue with it. It's more so he's a little rough around the edges, and I don't particularly want a confrontation because he decided to try to pickpocket one of y'all.
I think we all look at each other like rough around the edges, huh? Wonder what that could be like.
Imagine he's been in here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm soft
You
as
know,
hell.
I think we'll be okay, Orca.
Okay.
Okay.
If anything,
so-
him trying to pickpocket us will make it easier to find him. Because he'll
Okay.
find us. And you
Yeah.
made a name for yourself, so, maybe he'll recognize your description.
I wasn't going by Orca when we met each other.
No, well, I don't know if you told burly giant man your name.
I
don't
did
think-
not.
Yeah, so that's why I
No,
meant description.
he did not mention one, so
Yeah, so, maybe your friend will simply recognize, the tale
Unless-
of the woman who went up against the giant man and apparently...
I mean, unless your appearance has
impressive.
also changed in the meantime.
Yes, I think it's most likely he'll recognize me from the descriptions of water genasi. This is actually very true.
Okay, perfect, there we go.
Unless they run across that blue genasi that we knew in Cathedral Scolaire.
Ah.
Not Elias scared off.
No, I think that Bujanasi was there to stay. Pretty sure they were a student, weren't they? Or a teacher? I can't remember.
Well, in any case, they probably have bigger problems at the current moment.
Yeah.
So
There's probably also other water genasi here, potentially. Like, you're probably not the only one, but...
yeah, I know Elias wanted fighting pits, gladiator, fighting something.
Fighting what?
There are
Or-
fighting pits here in town,
Yeah.
and me and Ferox went and had a grand old time yesterday.
Who's Ferox?
Who is Ferox?
Wolf.
Wolfheart's friend.
Oh, I was never told his name.
Oh.
So this is Mel just seriously being like, the fuck?
Orca's like looking at Wolfheart and just wonder.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. My close and personal friend Ferox and I.
Oh god.
All of a sudden, Ren was... The needle was slowly going, it's not terrible, and all of a sudden it just swung back the other direction. The needle broke and hit the back so hard.
Was Wolfheart aware of this excursion?
He is now.
Right.
I
Um,
am aware in part, yeah.
cool. So
My knuckles are still bruised.
You're fine.
Orca like goes to like touch his knuckles and does like lay on heel, just help it out.
Lay on heel.
I like that
Mechanically, I'm not missing any health, so it wouldn't do anything.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
It's a nice thought.
It's just like, like after you like kind of hurt yourself and it still hurts a little bit the day after.
Well, no,
Yeah.
she just needs to cast the totally new paladin spell, Heal on Bruise.
Only usable on bruises. Any other injury? Invalid.
Yeah, get fucked.
So I kind of want to go with the make money a different way, and he'll
there
We'll fight
definitely
slaves.
are plenty of ways we can make
Oh,
money
yeah.
here
Oh, yeah.
in this town that aren't the fighting pits if we don't
I-
want.
yeah.
Why was I expecting that to go? I want to make money a different way and advertise each other on street corners and see what works.
Jesus.
I was
Yikes.
expecting that one.
That's
I sell
option
product. The product
C.
is not
Yeah.
Mel and Ren just pushing Orca in front of the corner in her outfit
Oh yeah,
covered in hickeys.
Red would be like, I am not a part of this one. I just
sure
got
that-
boyfriend.
I'm sure that will go real well with the brothels here in town. I bet they'd love
Yeah.
that.
They'd be super stoked.
It is
Oh.
entirely possible we can find more lucrative work,
Oh, yeah.
considering between the efforts that Elias and Ferox put in yesterday, it was a total of 22 gold for multiple hours of effort. Admittedly, not that the fights were that difficult, but
Well, and a lot of that time was walking. We had to go from one place to the next. Like the fighting didn't take all that long.
I'm not getting into a fighting pit. Thank you very much.
Did you guys see the beefy guy?
Yes, yeah. 'Cause how else would I have known that you sexually harassed him?
No, not.
And,
think
I
and
think
then
she
it
means
was
at the
bad.
fighting pit.
no, no,
That
we
is what I
didn't.
meant.
Yeah.
No.
Also, I did not sexually harass him.
I pull out my pamphlet before this conversation can get going again, and I'm like, okay, fighting pits, looking for them on my map. I'm like, okay.
So,
We want the
Put little
level
icons.
above beginner.
who wants to go to fighting pits and who wants to go not fighting pits for money?
The fighting pits have to be more like fun and lucrative in the evening, right? I can't imagine fighting pits in the day are super popular.
Are you allowed to have weapons in the fighting pit?
As long as you don't get to go to the easiest one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which we would not be.
are there matinee fighting pits? It's gotta be like a late night thing,
Yeah, it just seems weird to go to a
or like a
fighting
late
pit like
afternoon at the earliest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
just
like
get a drink at the
8
bar.
in the morning. It's like, what is it? Are they like casinos 24 hours?
Yeah,
Have
it
you
would
guys never
probably.
been to a coliseum? They do that
No.
shit all day.
Yeah, but that's like
What's
a
it
big event thing. Coliseums there's a lot more going on at the Coliseum than just the
Usually
fighting
there's like
and
like Coliseums. There's like an event or something. Like
It's
everybody,
in-
there's people look forward to it all year, type of thing.
Well, it's just like I don't know. I'm not. I have two ways of making money that I'm allowed to do, and that's beating people up or selling things. And I'm not allowed to sell things in Koskaro, I don't have a business license here.
You also don't have anything to sell right now.
I mean, I could go and get things. I've got money to buy materials, but that's not the point. Even if I did, I can't sell anything here because they won't allow me to do business here.
Listen, Elias, if you want to make some money, I got a job for you.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
I mean, it's my money, but yeah.
I don't care where it comes from as long as I can.
yeah, make me stuff.
Pretty much. So,
I
yeah.
knew it. I knew it was gonna be craft me things.
I've been waiting my turn. I was like, I have money now. I need more attachments.
Payne pulled out his little ticket stub, like, you called my number. It's my turn.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you tell me what you need, and I'll get.
Now serving. Ghost.
Oh man, I love that band.
I beat you to it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't we go look around for work? And then while we're doing that, Orca, we can keep an eye out for and poke around about your friend. And then I also would like to see if maybe there are people here I could learn a teleportation or circle two from. And then,
Seems possible, yeah.
and then I could have more than just the places I know. We
I
could
really
go
want to book
other
on
places.
languages.
That
on a
too?
different
Book on
language.
languages? Uh-huh.
Can we go to the fighting pits tonight?
We
That
will.
is the plan, yeah.
I thought we were supposed to be earning money, not spending it.
Well,
Did you miss the first thing I said?
No, not
we-
you, Mel.
I've been really wanting a book on languages for the past month and a half. I read my book already. I don't have any other books.
Yeah, everyone's like, and you can't read mine.
No,
That are not for your.
I learned 3 languages on the way, but I ran out of languages to
All
learn
right.
on the road.
We're getting Mel a new book.
You're good. I don't think we
Absolutely.
should be spending money right now if we're supposed to be earning money.
It's
to
her
fix the
money.
thing.
She can spend it if she wants to, and we're gonna make more while we're here anyways.
I
learning,
lost all of my
spending money for
yesterday.
learning.
It's fine.
Yeah, there are much worse ways to spend money than to learn new things.
Also, you spent money yesterday, so
Yeah,
Got
this
a
is
point.
before we had this conversation where I was told
Alright.
to be specific.
Alright, I get up, I take my bowl, I take Orca's bowl, I go bring them back to the counter.
I just thought you can't use time traveler justification to fucking punish me for something that I didn't know we were planning on yet.
You're totally
you.
no, yeah. I grab Orca, I'm like, Orca, better people today. I'm like pushing her. I'm like, we can't blame you for things you didn't know.
She's looking at Ren, and her eyes are just like screaming, just like having a whole argument.
And I whisper to her really closely. I'm like, today is Mel's day. Mel's day. I am pushing her forward.
Hey, Elias, why don't you come off the ceiling? We can talk shop.
Right, yeah. So this is where Ren automatically out of nowhere learns the spell hold argument.
You have to repeat that one for me because my Discord lagged.
Oh, I said this is where you automatically and out of nowhere learn the spell hold argument.
I think that's just calm emotions.
Yeah, it's definitely calm emotions. However, emotions all of a sudden become.
Nope.
Why do you
No,
get to
what?
spend?
Yeah, don't
No.
here.
For a brief moment, she's just like, "Why are you getting to spend time with Hayne?" She's like, "Nope, Mel's day. Moving along."
Which
You're
is
better than-
especially funny because Hayden literally watched Ren take Orca away, and he's like, "I'm going to do that too, Elias. Let's go this direction." Literally
healthy.
following your lead.
Why does it feel like there's a sudden tension in CS it was not say yesterday?
If I don't think about it, it's not my problem.
Yep, picked up
It's
on
like
what
that
you
scene from the Beauty and the Beast.
I'm like,
Mel
yelling,
lays
"Go
the like.
now, we're going to get your book."
Mel lays like the city map out. Is just like, where do you want to go, Wolfhard and Cantor?
When you look at Cantor, you realize he's had his arm up for 20 minutes, but just
Oh,
apparently
no.
nobody has seen it because it's not taller than his head.
It's so little.
And he's just like, I would just wanted to chime in about the whole cart situation.
Yeah,
But-
what's up?
As soon as the
Um,
word part is said, Elias immediately turns around. Yes. What?
I have
Oh,
pushed
I
Orca
just-
outside. We are not here.
I just wanted to say two possible downsides of trying to actually get a cart. One is what happens the next time we teleport? We're going to have to leave the cart behind.
Ooh,
And
right.
two, if we're found in town and we have to make a quick getaway, are we going to have time to go to the other side of town and get the cart? Is that also going to be a bad thing to actually do if they're camping out at the cart or something like that? I just see the cart as a not the greatest idea at this time. I'm not saying it's not a bad idea in the future, but at this time, a cart would probably be more of a hindrance than a benefit.
Right before Hayne is able to pull Elias back out of the room, he's like, I concur.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I can finally put my arm down. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, I
Do
was
you
thinking.
experience exhaustion? Not relevant. No.
I was thinking possible job boards. But obviously they have to have some kind of healing centers, or maybe more.
maybe at the fight pits.
I mean, they probably are centered around the fight pits, unironically, though.
Clerics.
Hey, God, are
Hey.
you still there?
He left a long time ago.
God,
Oh,
it's
okay,
left us.
cool. Dom God, then, can you give us the city map back, please? Thanks.
Every day, every time that's said, a little part of me just fucking dies.
Truly glorious.
So
Maybe next time we'll shoot up fireworks.
yeah. So
Need a
do we
break
want to
from
hit like
explosions.
a job board and
Small
then go
fireworks.
and see if any of the healing people know of anything that could help that's different than what we have already?
I mean, yeah, we can. I mean, ultimately, the issue is I don't know what would fix it because it's no longer an injury that.
Right, it's an old injury.
Yeah, so it's not like, something fresh that can be healed with simple magics. It's something that requires something longer and more complex. But I mean, I guess we haven't explored all the options necessarily. Ugh.
It doesn't hurt to
That's
try.
hard with my accent.
Because even if it's like 100 gold less, then it's 100 gold less. No.
Like, no.
Oh, sure, it gets offended when we threaten to cut hers off, but mine, no, that's fine.
No, she said to cut off your legs. I'm just
Yeah,
like, no.
your legs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm confused.
It's okay.
When we threaten to cut hers off, she gets all offended, but apparently she can...
Oh!
It was my arm. Very much.
Yeah.
Anyways,
because legs are less valuable.
Yeah, you know what legs don't have? Fingers. Fuck them.
So at least that's a plan. Unless, Cantor, you want to hang out with the guys. I don't want to just keep, forcing you places.
Well, I have no interest to go to the fighting pits, honestly. There's not much I can really do, except for, get hit. So,
I mean, you could watch, but also, I understand if blood sport's not exactly something you're interested in.
Yeah,
Oh, man, I can make money off you guys.
Plus, if I'm just sitting there watching, I'd be probably the only one in the stands just waiting. Unless there's other of the group that are not joining
Oh,
the
I'm
fight.
not fighting. No.
You think Ren is getting into a fighting pit?
Yeah, it's not exactly... It's not exactly something for the magically inclined.
I thought you were going to say children for a second. I'm like, shh, don't you fucking...
Unless you supplement that with martial prowess, the arenas are often far too close for spells to be able to be effective unless you're also willing to hit yourself with them.
But I could definitely bet on you guys, possibly.
Potentially. That depends on how stringent their gambling rules are.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Ren pokes her head back into the tavern. Is this an inn or a tavern? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. It's both perfect. All right, into the inn tavern. And I wave. I'm waving my brochure, and I'm like, Mel, I found a bookstore. Let's go. Books.
Okay. Yeah. Well, can we stop at the bookstore first, you guys?
That's fine.
I really want a book. Yay. All right, and we off.
She's like, also, there's this really weird place on the map. It's called Apothecary. I don't know what that's about, but that sounds really interesting, and we definitely go there.
Oh my god.
What a throwback. Thank you, Tori.
I refuse to let that name die. They have now expanded their franchise. They're everywhere in this they will be on every continent we play from.
Isn't it a franchise before?
Capital.
It was.
Oh, okay.
They lost all their seed capital after their owner died.
But that was just that specific
location.
town location owner. Like the franchise itself.
Yeah, there was 3 locations.
God, it wasn't. But I'm
it
rolling
wasn't.
With it.
No, it was just the one location, and all their seed capital got stolen mysteriously out of nowhere.
But then somebody bought it for a dirt cheap price because the owner had died, and then I can make this.
Now it's
I'm willing to roll with
significantly worse.
You know what? I like it.
Yeah, I mean, on where that business is from, there was a pretty successful businessman that might have bought up the IP.
Oh yeah,
you know they're all of a sudden
ran it into the ground.
All of a sudden, the trade through a lot of boats all of a sudden became a lot less conflicted about what they were working with. All of a sudden, shipping
Jesus.
trade.
Anyways,
Excellent.
Why does this Abracaputhecary keep coming up everywhere?
Apothecary.
I really like
Listen.
it. Thank you. I accept. Yes.
I love Abracapothecary. I will not let it die.
Listen, Cantor brought up the point of them ambushing us at the cart, and I had flashbacks to fucking campaign 1 when our cart got bombed.
You actually caught the reference. Good.
Yeah, I was just like,
That's good.
What?
Alright.
Would I ever do that twice? Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You brought the bullet back? What the fuck are you
Did
talking
you do
about?
it twice in the same
made it
campaign because
better.
we didn't learn anything from it? Yes.
Josh, if I expect you to have an original idea, slap me.
Alright, off we go.
Alright, where are you going first?
Books.
We're gonna look for a bookstore.
Alright, yeah, you go to books.
Excellent. That's what I knew you were gonna do.
Why am I
I
not
literally,
surprised?
we get there, I flourish at the sign, I'm like, I imagine the serious guy. Books, look!
Amazing.
Well, I guess it's on brand.
Yeah, because they have books, and books. Push
Yeah.
Mel inside.
Okay. Sure.
Just push Mel inside without waiting for her to be like, yeah, I want to be here.
It's like, what is up with you today? Just
Yeah,
like, it's a good day.
You
Great, that'd
push
be red.
Mel inside, and you're greeted by a lizard folk standing behind the counter.
Nice.
Amazing.
This one has
Um,
you have coin.
no, that's a tabaxi.
This one has knowledge if you have coin.
The lizard folk looks at the two of you, and you notice the bow on top of her head.
Not the kind of
Hello,
bow I
good
thought you were
morning.
talking about.
Hello.
Yeah, are there any arrows with the bow?
No.
Get out of here, you two.
Both stupid.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have a language section?
Sorry, I can't get over the voice you decided to use for this.
That
Yeah.
is my favorite section.
Wonderful, I'm pushing Mel.
Right this way. And she scurries off up the stairs on all fours. Like she just bolts up the stairs.
I love it.
I'm just humming a little tune I've invented to myself that's literally just books over and over and over again.
yeah, I guess just look at both Orca and Cantor as they probably both I guess Cantor might be with Mel, so just Orca and just
No. Orca must constantly be de-armed. So
okay, yeah. So I guess just look around as I realize no one else is out here. Okay. Just head inside. Just follow
You head inside and you hear them scurry off upstairs. And standing behind the counter is a lizard folk with a bow on her head.
amazing. This is great.
Is Orca with y'all, or is she still chilling?
Yes.
With
No.
Yeah.
You are tied effectively to Ren. Where Ren goes, you go.
All right.
'Cause
Orca's
You have
just
no
looking
option to choose.
around.
Yeah, you have no
Looking
options.
around.
Yeah, and you've been de-armed, so you're holding Cantor.
She's just looking around, kind of bored. Just she's kind of looking at tiles, but she's just kind of I'm just
I
here.
don't want nerd shit. I want violence.
And we go to the language section.
No, that's
Alright.
more nerd shit.
You go to the language section, and you see she quickly what language are you looking for? You looking for this? Looking for this? Looking for this? She just starts grabbing stuff and handing them to you.
I'm grabbing them at the
incredibly
same
overwhelming.
speed. I'm grabbing them at the same speed, and I'm like, nope, she knows this one. Nope, she knows this one. Nope, she knows this one. The languages Mel doesn't know. I'm like, oh, this one. Oh, this one might be interesting. Oh, nope, she knows this one. Very matching the
Yeah,
energy.
you hand them back to her, and she's grabbing them with her tail, which is strange. Putting them back on shelves as she's taking other ones off and shuffling them through your hands, and the ones that you're not taking back, she's stamping with her other hand. as you just like quickly, and then by the end of it, you have 12 books.
Damn, that's efficient.
Mel, I imagine, is just like in shell shocked, like whoa.
I've never seen so many books in my life. Oh my god.
No, that's a lie. Also, Mel is more just impressed that Red knows which languages she knows.
I pay attention. Me,
Appreciate
Tori,
it.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I
I pay
was gonna
attention.
say like, yeah. Either way, I appreciate it. So I'm pretty sure it's like, Ren goes, nope, she knows this one, and hands it back, and then she's like, oh, this one, and just hands it to Mel. So Mel's just standing there with these.
Yeah, you just have 12 books. And I turn back and I'm like, okay, are you taking all 12 or are we making a decision here?
But now it's like me and Barnes and Noble. I have to pick a book.
Okay,
I have to really debate with myself.
I mean, how much are they each?
Yeah, how much are they each?
It's kind of
Ren like,
important.
oh, hey, Wolfheart, from upstairs. Like,
Are you buying them or are you renting them?
That was an
it
option.
would be to buy.
Buy?
We have a
if you
habit
were-
of traveling often.
buying
yeah.
them, they are 2 gold each.
That's it. Alright.
do you have any that are like condensed together, like two for ones in a language, or are they all individual? Just curious.
Individual.
Okay.
How many do you have?
12.
That's 24 gold.
Yeah.
It's a matter of also carrying them, Wolfheart. It's a lot of carrying.
That's fine. We can probably figure out a way to make it work.
God, do I get to pick these books, or is it just 12 random languages I don't already have?
It's 12 languages you don't have. You
Cool.
can pick what they are.
Yes.
Can't imagine
Heard the
how many
clapping.
languages are there even in 5e?
A lot.
Oh yeah, like
So many.
over 20.
I think there's at least like 30.
It really depends on how specific you want to get with. Can you learn just PC languages or also languages? Like there's
yeah,
so
good point.
yeah. Do you want to learn Giant Eagle? Do you want to learn Jet Hound? Like
Do you want to learn how to speak like fucking
So-
Bob?
I have the list pulled up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's currently 20. I have
Yeah.
7 already, so like not including
so
common.
30 books.
So
No, it's 12.
yeah, because I already have common. Common isn't a language that you have to
Oh
learn if you
yeah.
already know it. Yeah,
So
Huh?
12.
Yeah.
So you could get all 12
Yeah.
that you need.
exactly.
Well,
All right,
I'll
fuck
look
it.
at a You're gonna do it? Okay, she's gonna do
Yeah.
it. Deal.
Yeah, just become a hyper polyglot. It's fine.
Yeah, I already have 7 right now, so like, it's
Yeah,
at
I
8 right
know.
now. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I'm so excited for this.
I was agreeing with you, Krita.
I'm so sorry. We were so excited when we got here. We didn't get your name.
Foos.
Boos?
Foos.
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 Okay, sorry. It's the different kind of tongue. Foos.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna say.
You're not here.
What? It is.
I can't say it because I'm not there, but I just put something together and I'm 90% sure I'm right, and I am laughing so hard.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, if there's another one, no, Foos. Hey, Foos, how's it going? We're not learning. Do you also happen to have maybe a history section?
Yes.
Does this history section happen to have books about gods, old gods, new gods?
Oh shit.
Good
wait,
gods, bad
yeah,
gods.
Religion section.
That would be religion.
Oh, religion section. True. Sorry.
We don't have that.
Oh, okay. Is there? I obviously don't.
Don't
You know,
have filthy
it's you
religion.
have because competition and all that. But do you happen to maybe know of a fellow bookstore within the city that carries religious books for sale or rent?
No.
Okay. Is there a library in Cosgrove?
No.
I mean, there might be like a temple to some like god of knowledge or something that might have something.
Yeah,
Would you-
yeah, that's fine.
Uh,
Follow-up question: do you have a romance section?
Just trying to offer help, but
Bro.
okay.
I knew it. God, fuck. No.
Yes. Yes.
I lean down, like, I guess over the railing to, like, look back at, like, the bottom floor. I'm like...
Yeah,
Were you calling out to someone down there? I actually...
You see another wizard folk down there, also with a bow on her tie, and she looks up. Foos!
Hi, Ro! Romance section? Downstairs? Upstairs? More down? More up?
Downstairs!
What was that? I just heard stairs.
Downstairs.
Down.
More down? Okay, I go back down.
What am I missing? I am missing a language. Oh, Draconic.
There you go.
Do you have a Abyssal?
Yeah, so Ro
Yeah,
leads
I
you
should
to
have
the
a list.
romance. As you,
I'm waiting for their third sister, Hamster.
No, the third sister's name is Da.
No. Hamster.
No.
yeah, as you
Stupider. But also, yeah.
go
that's
over,
exactly
the Foos comes back downstairs and goes back behind the counter.
I'm looking for a Genasi base for romance.
Mel pays for her books.
Okay, you buy
However,
all of them.
Yes.
Okay.
I also say this
24.
to Ro quietly so that Orca does not hear me.
Orca's just kind of like, now she's just kind of interested, like looking at the titles, just kind of just bored.
Yeah, she's not paying attention, so yeah. I'm looking for my Genasi based romance.
She's not paying attention. Perfect.
Yeah, excellent.
Any specific type of Genasi? Or
Oh,
just
God.
Genasi in general?
Red just gesturing.
I'm like, do you have sort of like, is harem style, one of each?
Oh my god!
She like raises her eyebrows at you and then slowly turns and
Her
looks
brow
at Orca.
ridges.
Yeah, the brow ridges. And then turns back, is like,
Oh.
we do.
Wonderful.
I was expecting just full George Takei.
Oh,
my.
my.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. And she like reaches behind a few other books and pulls out a book titled "The Four Elements of Love."
Amazing. Perfect.
Let's see.
Add it to my collection. 2 gold, I imagine.
3 gold.
Fine. Sold. Take my 3 Costco Robin credits. It was,
Fine.
it was I paid for it in Costco Robin credits. It was free. Girl math.
Wasn't how my math is going today is I only spent 2 gold because you guys paid me 10 back.
There you go. See, girl
That's
math.
my girl math.
Wait,
Orca's
sorry. Can you repeat the
watching
title to me?
The Four Elements of Love.
The 4 Elements of Love. Thank you.
Orca sees that Ren's bought a book and she just kind of leans forward. What'd you buy?
Oh, you're not in my section. Get out of here.
Aren't I tied to the hip?
No.
No.
You're just with us. That's what he meant. He didn't mean actually. You're just in our group.
Yeah. You're with Ren in the same area, not next to.
Ah.
Yeah, we're not actually tied together. It's just that you're coming along because I'm telling you that we're better people today and today is for Mel, and I wasn't gonna, and Elias went off with Hayne, so you're with us. That's all.
While you were browsing, Mel's just like talking with her, like, look, they had all of the languages. If I learned these 12, I have them all.
I pay for my book and stuff it in my bag.
Joshua, were you confused by girl math?
No, I was confused by where you got 4 gold, considering you had to pay 24 gold for this book, and they gave you, and between the two of them, they each gave you 5 gold.
Oh, you're right. I girl mathed wrong. I only paid 14 today.
Girl math too close to the sun.
Thank you. Thank you for correcting my math.
Well, I was gonna say it, and then I was like, Joshua, you kind of sound like a petty bitch. Shut up.
No. That one I don't
but
mind because it wasn't like, yeah. Wasn't malicious.
Actually,
It was more
that's
just
not
like,
how math
wait a minute.
works. Learn
Yeah.
the math, bitch.
Did you want to get like another, maybe like back to Mel? Like while we're here, did you want to get maybe like a Cosgrobin style cookbook to learn some new things?
I mean, it could be valuable.
Might have more veg. Sorry, hold on. Might have more vegetarian options because I don't have those in mine. So yeah.
Ren puts a hand on each of your shoulders. She's like, I don't think I could love you any more than I do in this moment.
She's just beaming and smiling. She has no idea that you're like, it's Mel's day. She's just, wow. I'm not being left behind today.
Hey, Red.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check real quick. As Wolfhart mutters something in his own language.
Oh no!
You have like all of the languages, or all the language required to kind of maybe understand it.
Oh, just intelligence, just
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah, just raw
Why do you have
intelligence.
to use my intelligence? It's terrible.
Because you're trying to decipher something that's a bastardization of languages.
I'm busy.
Okay, yeah.
Would I be?
No.
I don't. Do you know Elvish and Sylvan?
I know Elvish. I don't know Sylvan yet.
Nah.
Okay.
It's because I have both that I have a
No,
chance.
that's fair.
Yep.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
I just hear you muttering, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. You just hear Wolfhart muttering and just assume he's maybe talking to himself or Ferox or who the fuck knows.
You don't have to make a decision now. We can come back later. Or go to another store.
No,
or
that's
whatever.
a good idea. Just one shop, and then we go to the bulletin board if they have one, or just job board in general.
Yeah.
Vegetarian meals, please. God.
Vegetarian meals.
Teach me how make food for friends that not eat meat.
Yeah, easy enough to find a vegetarian meal.
Book. How many monies?
At least. Man, that's 3 whole shiny new nickels. What a rip.
Okay. I got all my books. That's it. I'm done.
Woohoo!
I have to know my limit, or I will keep buying.
That's what capitalism wants you to do, though.
Thanks, Foos. Thanks, Ro.
Thank you so much.
How's your da?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, wow, look at that. It's so late. I need... crazy
Tori.
how time flies.
Bye.
Job board, please.
I pull my pamphlet back out.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
man, Josh implied these were like magical
Yeah.
pamphlets, so you know what? I assume you ask these pamphlets for something, and they show you all the places they exist. If like they're
I get it. I just
like
thought
it.
it was funny.
I like to imagine there's like you have to actually like get it put into like a system somewhere for them to show up in the pamphlets. So like unofficial things, or like if you haven't like paid a fee or something, they don't show up.
You've got to pay your registration fee to show up on the official Coscarobin pamphlet
Exactly.
of Coscarova.
And then there's probably like some shady magical one somewhere that you can get for all like really shady shit in Coscarova.
Oh yeah, probably.
That's why Elias doesn't do business here, because he'd have to, like, he wants a provisional business license, but they're like, no, you need to be paid all year round in the parts of the year that you're not doing business here. And it's like, fuck you.
Yeah. So yeah, I request job boards, or at least, you know, notice boards or whatnot from my pamphlet.
Okay. Yeah, you would get notice boards that would appear
scattered,
highlight throughout the city. Yeah.
Is there one near the castle? I feel like
There
that would
is
be a
one near
hot
the
board.
castle. Yeah. Yeah, there is one in town center.
Yeah. I think we start with that one, and then we can scurry out from there.
Radiate out from there if we don't find anything satisfactory. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like that's got to be the one where people, it probably gets the most postings. Probably gets the most, things taken off of it as well.
The most imperative postings, probably, yeah.
We could get lucky. Someone might post something, right as we get there.
Yeah, true.
Okay, town square.
All right, yeah, you go to town square.
Mm-hmm.
And you do find in front of the castle wall, basically, there is a large notice board.
Mm-hmm.
And you find
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
You find somebody sitting there eating the notices.
Oh.
you
As
find
you approach, he goes,
Oh,
"Mine,
wait.
fuck!"
Also, God,
Yeah.
pick me.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
we're out,
No one likes to pick me.
while we're out,
Yeah.
while we're out in the boot,
Jackass.
keeping an eye out for pages. Completely forgot.
Okay,
For good old diary pages.
sure.
Dire me, not dire you.
Diarrhea pages.
Yep.
So there are 3 posts on this board that stand out almost immediately.
I thought he was going to say 3 pages. I was like,
That's
oh,
what I
shit.
said.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
pages. 3 posts on
Son of a
this
bitch.
bulletin board that stand out to you. The first one looks like it was written by a child.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
It
That means
says-
it's either really easy or we're going to die.
Absolutely.
it says, "Help! My dad is sick."
Oh.
Oh.
Yikes.
That's the plague.
Tames the
Anyways.
plague.
Is that it? Or is there
yeah, that's
information
all it
to
says.
contact the person?
Well, there's information.
Okay,
but,
okay.
yeah.
That's what I was just double checking. I thought
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
it. I
There's
was like,
contact information on all of
Okay,
them.
perfect. Okay,
But-
perfect.
Yeah, that's all that the note says from.
Gotcha.
That's looks like it's written from a
The
child.
task.
Yep. You find another one that describes themselves as a. They recently came into a lot of wealth, and
They would like to
they
give it to
feel like
someone
they
else.
are being targeted by people and need protection.
Okay, okay.
Did I? I mean,
Okay.
sure, that
Okay,
makes sense, I
maybe
guess.
fighting to curb all of your bloodlust.
And
Money. Sorry.
No way to fuck that up.
That sounded incredibly judgmental. But
Okay.
And
okay.
the third one is from a baker in the town that
Why is nobody buying
and-
my
Why do we
pies?
have a bakery through line in this campaign?
that had something stolen from them that they want back.
Does it say what it is?
No.
No. Probably left ambiguous in case someone wants to try to hold their mixer hostage.
I rip one of a contact stub. Because I'm assuming they all that's how this works on this
Yeah,
board.
why not?
And
Yeah,
I've
okay.
decided it's a big city. I feel like they wouldn't just leave one thing. So yeah, I rip a contact stub off of each notice so that we can kind of check it out. We might get there and they've already been completed or whatnot, or they might be easy. So I take one of
Yeah.
each.
The
Orca takes-
closest one is the one that is from the child.
Orca takes that one.
I mean, we took one of each, babes.
I took a when you have people put like their phone number on like the little cutout at the bottom and it's like that.
Ah, gotcha.
I just decided and Josh said yes.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. So yeah, so I have one of each. So we're good.
I mean, it makes sense.
Should we go do all of these without the others, or should we? We gather the information and then
I mean,
regroup.
It's entirely possible that we could get information without necessarily having to dedicate anything. Say,
Come on, microwave.
Sorry. We don't
Mel,
move
your
my
food's
desk.
ready.
I know we
No,
don't
I
move
would-
my desk until Saturday.
It was just a cart backing up.
Jesus.
There was an
He's in the front of it going beep,
representation.
beep.
It's
There was
amazing.
an
No, it's a
auditory
magical thing.
representation of
Magic
your
mouse.
head.
What?
So I guess we could just go, like you were saying, we could maybe just go gather the information first and then regroup to sort of ascertain what we do.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, who knows how long Elias and Hain are going to be, and if we can just answer the questions that they'll probably have before we go resolve any of this, or if we can just resolve it ourselves, that's just faster that way.
Okay, I'm sold. We start heading to the child. I input
Oh my God.
the address information into my pamphlet if I get a ping. Is it a registered address?
GPS.
Yep. If it's
Jesus.
a registered address, it might come up on the pamphlet.
Jesus Christ.
Look, we normally go to like just basic ass fantasy towns, and Josh was like, "This is high magic," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm rolling with it."
Sure.
It's been depressing enough this entire fucking last 35 sessions.
Whose fault is that?
I didn't say it was anyone's but mine.
No,
I
that's
pointed
not,
no
that's,
fingers.
that's not necessarily where I was going with that.
But
When everything is fucked, who do you blame? That's right, God.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So yeah, God, I input I input the address into the TPS pamphlet.
Tear him off his throne and turn his bones into paper.
You input it into your magic GPS, and it takes you.
Somewhere.
It takes you nearby, and you're in these cluster of houses over here.
okay.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
The
Because
little
you're going for
magical
the
arrow.
child, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The close one.
It's also the
Um,
one that we feel like we could at least decently do.
Yeah.
before.
Well, we're also we're gonna gather our information. If this one's easy to do, that'd be pretty cool. But we'll gather our information off all three if we can, and back and at least have answers for Hayden and Elias if they have questions.
Alright, yeah, so you follow the magic compass that guides the way, and you're eventually led to a large estate.
Also, I follow the yellow brick road.
Oh.
To an estate. Oh wow.
An estate. A large
that's-
estate.
That's not concerning.
Is it like gated?
It
Is
is,
it a gated
however,
community?
the estate looks like the gate is wide open. It looks like a lot of chaos has unfolded here recently, as you see muddy tracks throughout the lawn. There are two guards chasing a pig around. And there is a small child seated at the front door, as the door behind them is wide open. And the house looks like it's a mess. Like the pig had gone through the house and just ransacked
Disaster.
everything.
Oh no.
His dad's
His dad is the pig.
And
Yeah.
he looks
Yeah.
at all of you and is like, "Are you here to help?"
Yes.
We're gonna
Or
see if we
discuss force.
can.
If we hopefully we will try. We will do our best.
My
Yeah.
my dad was sick. He's a pig.
Do you know how he came to be a pig? Why
Hmm.
don't you tell me what happened when he turned into a pig?
He did the squeal and then he ran around the house.
Was he eating dinner?
No,
Was he in his study?
no.
What was Dad doing?
Are you yelling at somebody?
Act.
Are they still? Or is the person he was yelling at still here?
No.
Do you know who he was yelling at?
He was no.
How long ago?
1, 2, 3 days.
Oh. I'm gonna take Cantor from Orca, and I'm just gonna be like, hey Cantor, do you want to pull up detect magic, and if the pig runs by again, just see.
Yeah, I can do that.
We'll keep talking to the kid until the pig until the pig hopefully crosses our path again, which I imagine
It doesn't take very long.
I was gonna say probably he's on like a loop around like the estate getting chased.
Yeah, as the pig squeals on by, with the 2 guards in tow trying to catch it. You have your detect magic up, and yeah, it's a magic pig. You get the sense of transmutation magic coming off of it.
He got angry at a witch and she polymorphed him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I dispel magic to pig?
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, you can certainly give it a shot.
I only have 2 slots.
Yeah, I'll take. I got it, buddy. Don't you? I'll do it as best I can. Which, is, I think, does it get better the higher level I do it?
If the spell is higher, then yeah, it auto dispels up to the level you cast it at.
Yeah.
I clicked it.
All right, make a charisma check.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was reading it and I was like, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do mine the highest I can do it at, which is 5th.
Yeah, make a charisma check.
Oh
Shit,
God!
Sorry, I'm scrolling. The sheets be lagging. Hush! Don't scare me like this.
No. It was
right.
me realizing what's going on.
You cast your spell on it, and it takes hold for a brief second, and then fizzles.
Like it kind of succeeded, or
It didn't succeed at all. It just
okay.
you were able to grab the spell and attempt to,
And then it slipped out.
but
Gotcha. Okay.
for your spell.
I rolled shit. I rolled ass.
Yes, you did.
Do you remember if the person your dad was yelling at was a man or a lady?
Man.
Mm-hmm. Had he ever been around before?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Did he used to do business with your dad?
Uh-huh. He sells carrots.
Ah.
I love carrots.
Your
Me too.
father or the person he worked with?
The person. The man.
What does your father do? Do you know?
He gives away money.
Can I go and see your dad's study?
What's that?
That's where he does all of his work.
Okay.
I follow.
He runs out and grabs your hand and pulls you inside.
Cantor, do you want to try dispelling it on a try and see if you have better luck than I do?
I mean, I can give it a shot, but I'm making no promises.
Wait for the pig to come back into view.
It runs around the house and it comes back into view, having gained more ground on the guards behind him.
I thought you were gained more mass.
Oh, someone should shut the gate so he doesn't run into the city.
I'll just stand in front of the gate.
Solid.
Yeah.
Be careful with that.
All right, yeah.
Pigs can be.
He would come back around before you get into the study, so Cantor, you can go ahead and make a charisma check. Alright, you grab hold of the spell, and your spell isn't quite strong enough to dispel it.
Yep.
Damn it.
It
That
has to roll
tells me-
so high.
Yeah, because that tells me exactly what that spell is.
True polymorph.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why it's
That was
lasts
true polymorph.
9th.
Ah!
Because it lasts until dispelled.
I have a
If
question.
it was regular polymorph, he would already be back to normal.
Yes,
Yeah.
B.
Fork is just like looking at the pig, And she's
Yeah.
just kind of looking at everyone else. He's like, do you think in his head he's human still, or do you think the human part of his brain just like turned full pig?
That's
A great question.
hard to say.
Like, could he be running because he thinks he's an animal that we traditionally cook, and he's just running for the hell of it? Or is he just so freaked out at being so much shorter and being livestock that he's just running around
I
and around
point
and
a
around?
finger. I point a finger at the pig, and I cast message. And I'm like, hey, hey, are you okay?
There's a bunch of squealing in return.
Oh, okay. I let everybody know that it's just pig up there.
Yeah, that. What was it? My shriek.
Yes.
Okay.
In the study, I look for a like a
Ledger.
yeah, ledger.
Okay.
Anything saying where his fucking appointment book. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She looks for
You-
business.
go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, okay.
I wish to find big business.
Ooh, that's a very skinny purple. Ooh, yep.
All right. You're able to find information on where this money goes to, but you can't quite piece together what it is that he's in business for.
Big.
So it seems that he does give away a lot of money
It's a
to
big
various businesses and people. There's not really an explanation why, and you don't know who these people are.
My brain's a
But-
loan shark, but also I don't know shit.
But you're not able to
Could do.
see where the money comes in.
Money.
What she realizes she can't figure out is just, can I have help, please? And like calls out from the study to one of the other people in the.
I can come help.
I'll put Cantor down.
I'm sure as the kid as the kid sees a plushie walk past him, he's like, "What the fuck?"
Basically.
I wait for the pig to do another lap, and once it comes back around, I know the range on Dispel Magic is huge, but I like to think it's funny that we just wait for him to circle the
I
property.
mean, I think you do have to be able to see him, though.
It's and magic. If I can target a magical effect within range.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if you had to be able to see it or not.
No, even actually, it's creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Okay.
So
I couldn't
I'll-
remember this was it. Did. I'm getting me. I don't know why I'm high pitch go bass.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but essentially when you upcast a spell magic, it's only to get the instant spell if you're
Yep.
targeting something that is equal
Yeah,
or
so
lesser. So I don't have to keep burning 5. I
No,
can
burn
just do-
threes.
Yeah, I could just do 3. Well, at the time I didn't know, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the pig comes back around, I will try again.
All right.
Take two.
Yeah, take
Three.
2.
Take 3. Sorry.
2 for me, 3 in total.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, the scroll, it's so slow. Please, charisma. No,
Oh.
alright, back to the crew
Damn.
upstairs.
All right. Yeah. So Cantor, you head into the study. It's a little bit of a mess because pig. You see Elle
Yes.
shuffling through paperwork, and she asked for help.
Out peed.
P. So I haven't been able to find his appointment book, but I do see he gives a lot of money out to businesses and people, but I don't have any of who or why.
Oh, I'll do what I can to see what I can find.
Thank you.
And could I have her assistance in helping me for this? Because she's already checked some things and she can show me some things that she's already checked and all that kind of fun.
Mel is not proficient in investigation.
Yeah, I'm not.
Darn. I'm just going to have to rely on guidance.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting I fucking have that.
Oof.
Oh, it doesn't roll.
No.
you'd have to
Should,
put
but
it in.
doesn't.
All right,
15.
15. 15 is high enough. You find a ledger for the businesses. You find that whoever this man is owns a lot of property in the city that he rents out to different individuals. So he is a landlord.
Gross.
That's why he's a pig.
So a loan shark, as you find the ledger for the people that owe him money.
That makes more sense.
Money.
And there are a lot of people that owe him money.
Money.
I checked the last few transactions to see which ones names pop up, and if it says there anything about the names of their businesses or their residences.
You do find one in particular that comes up as Valardrail Hawthorne.
Oh my good god.
Yep. You know what you gotta do.
Owner of the Apothecary.
No, what have I done? Look
Well,
at
that makes sense.
world.
This is all Ren's fault.
I definitely spelled it wrong in my notes, but whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, that's so funny.
Any way you spell it is probably a correct spelling in some way.
Probably.
Listen, Apothecary, it's spelled by feeling. It's like,
Pretty much,
that looks right.
That is a polymorphic. I'm trying to make notes for myself so I don't forget all this shit.
You're fine.
I wait for the pig to come back around again. I try again.
Orca's grabbing one of the guards, or at least trying to get answers out of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God. Orca, maybe we don't do that.
They're just trying to do their jobs, Orca. Don't grab them. Why she has to be de-armed at all times?
I'm not hurting him. I just want answers. I just want to know.
You don't have to grab them.
Actually, this really hurts.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt you. Can you stop for a second?
Can you let go?
The pig. I did.
I love how Joshua is.
I know, that was Joshua. That was funny.
Go ahead and make another check then, Ren.
God. Burning all my spell slots for this motherfucker. For a goddamn landlord.
Hey, you don't know that.
I know.
All you know is this kid's dad is a pig.
Oh!
All right, as he runs past for the fourth time,
Jesus Christ.
you cast your Dispel Magic, dispelling the true polymorph spell, as you see a naked man, a very, very large naked man, appear in front of you on all fours, running before face planting into the dirt and stumbling over himself as the center of balance is now shifted.
I make sure that none of the dirt gets on me, so I back away.
Oh well.
And the two guards catch up and help lift him back to his trunks.
Whoa!
Yeah. All of us out here get knifeful. We do not want to see.
Yeah, basically.
I've covered my eyes, and I'm like,
I mean, he's a big guy, right? Maybe he's got a tummy apron.
He is a big guy.
I still don't want to see that, Captain.
yeah, they're
Not
still
gonna
all,
lie.
As
they're
they
still all badass.
as they quickly go, my lord, let's get you back inside. Thank you. And they quickly bring him inside.
I'm guessing at this point we've found all we basically can, and we're just like, hey, so we. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
As you pass by him on the way out.
Hopefully the kid's happy.
Cantor ducks.
Oh.
Honestly, the appropriate response Cantor's height. Just, nope, don't look at that.
Mel just picks him up, and they both. And she's just looking at the scene like, oh wow, man. Cool.
Right.
Yeah,
So I
the
don't
kid
exactly
follows in after his dad. As you guys are leaving the estate, you can hear yelling from inside.
Whoa, I haven't left yet. Excuse me, sir. I unpinned you.
Well, I'm talking to the people that are inside the house.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Hearing yelling as they're leaving the house. Yeah, you guys outside, unless you're chasing after inside.
No, not exactly. I want to wait for our people to get out first.
I'm just like on the front step, like at the doors. Like, hello?
Right. Well, I didn't exactly feel right demanding it from a child, but from his father.
Oh, he's a loan shark. I don't feel bad about it.
Or can
Not-
just run.
Not
Working the-
what I meant. I meant feel bad asking for payment or recompense.
Run. If he
The,
says no, just turn him back into a pig.
That would be hilarious.
A
think I
couple
can-
minutes later, the kid comes out. He's crying, or has been crying. He's not actively crying at the moment. And he walks over to you, ironically, with a piggy bank.
Oh.
And he
I crouch
holds it
down.
up to you, Ren. And it's like, Dad didn't want to give you any money. But I think you deserve it. So I got money for you.
No.
I
No.
I push the piggy bank back towards this small child. Ren is just like, I'm having complicated feelings about children and their parents right now. And she's like, no, is he still upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, you keep that because that's yours, and you've already done
Oh,
everything.
this is yours now.
No.
I'm giving it to you.
And I'm giving it back to you.
Oh, thanks.
So now it's yours.
But I can give it to you.
No takesy backsies. So it's yours now forever.
Okay.
And they
here.
can't have
She
it either.
turns to Mel.
No, and they can't have it either. No takesies backsies
This is it gives you backsies to you.
No,
I'm giving it to her.
no takesies backsies. No takesies backsies is law, and it's final, and you can't, or else then I will be.
You're
I'll
not
be sad.
taking it backsies. I'm giving it to her.
Yeah, but she also can't take
Well,
these backsies.
you
Worrying.
see,
That's not
Mel
a
just
rule.
like
Yes, it is.
shoves her hands behind her back. I have no hands to take it, so it's not mine. It's yours.
What happened to them?
And that is giving Ren an opening to go inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot back to the kid.
Or the balls run.
I
will argue with a child. It's okay.
yeah. I guess just quickly in Elvish, just do you want me to go in there, or are you good by yourself?
I assume you're talking to me.
Yeah.
And as I have Orca as my backup.
kind of just in general, because I think all of us here speak Elvish except maybe Cantor.
The kid looks at you and goes, "Are we going inside?"
God, shit.
I am.
Well, you see,
Orca and I have scooted
we're
by.
gonna go talk to your dad.
Yeah, Orca and I scoot by, and they
that's
stay
fine.
with the kid.
Yeah.
You've now been
Our
roped
scary
in.
Dog
Yeah.
privilege on.
You two go.
Orca's ready, like nudging at Ren, like, so what? What do you
Okay,
want us to do? Do you want me to keep?
Whoa. I already start talking Orca down. I'm like, I understand.
Oh.
I know you understand the vibes we're going for here, but we can't start at a 10, Orca, because if we start at a 10, then we can only go up from there, and that's not good. Okay?
Okay,
So
what if I'm just
just-
silent and intimidating?
That's perfectly fine. The sword stays in, repeat after me. The sword
The sword
stays
stays
in the sheath.
in the sheath.
Good.
The sword stays
Out
in the
and
sheep. Got it.
disposed.
I have expected the sword. The sword. The sword!
Okay. Obviously, if things get if he cranks it up past a 10 and we need the sword, you're allowed to use the sword, but only
What's cranking past 10 for him?
if he starts to attack us, Orca, then you can attack back. But until that happens,
I
sword
need
in
the
the sheath.
clarification. I'm
Oh,
begging for the
God.
clarification.
You know,
Okay.
at least she asked for clarification.
She did. That's why I'm like, all right, we're the growth. We're improving. We'll head up to, I guess I don't know where he went, but I imagine we can probably hear him or his guards. We'll go that way.
Probably him yelling at his guards.
You would hear
It
him
is
yelling.
not hard to find this big
Yeah.
ass man, probably.
What did you
Huge.
people do
Is
with
he
all
naked
my
still?
money?
Is he naked still?
You don't know yet.
Yeah, we're on the
We'll
way.
Find out.
Well, I meant like when we get there.
You head up the stairs, following the sounds of distress and yelling. You reach a large, ornate door that you can assume leads to a bedroom. Do you knock or do you walk in?
I definitely knock. I am not about to catch an eyeful of
Yeah, you knock, and
Already got one.
one of the guards opens the door, poking their head out, and goes,
Go away.
"Yes."
Hello! I'm sure you remember me. I was just downstairs. I unpigged your employer.
Yes.
Wonderful. I unpigged him. That wasn't an easy spell to undo.
To unpick.
And
It's
my
not
lord
easy to
thanks you
unpick.
for your assistance in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
With his
In what way?
with with his words, or
Yes.
I peek inside his room. Can I see inside the room?
You can, yes.
Can I see him, giant
Yeah,
man?
he is seated in a chair, eating a large meal.
Jesus.
Is he
Well, at
naked?
least
No, he's wearing a robe.
I have expected yes.
Hello, sir. I'm glad you're no longer a pig. You're welcome, by the way.
He just kind of like raises his hand in like acknowledgement and continues eating.
Orca pushes the door open, not like slamming it, but she.
Make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guard is standing there.
All right, let's see. Come on, don't fail me in athletics. You were ready to take on a huge beefy man. You can do this.
He's no, yeah. I was like, he's not beefy, and then no, I remember. I know what you mean now.
Give me 1 second. Come on, please, please.
You wanted to see that man without a shirt. You do not want to see this man.
Son of a
Alright,
bitch.
yeah, you attempt to push past the guard, and the door just holds fast. And the guard is like, I would advise you not to try to push into the room. He's willing to acknowledge and show appreciation with a thanks, and provide no further compensation.
Through gritted teeth, Orca's like, do you want me... Well, no, she says, sorry. She says, is this as far as you want to go?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, she's kind of like,
Oh, okay.
you're like, do we do more? Do we do
I have-
go back?
I have a question, Josh. When we heard the yelling, was it the guards yelling?
No, it was him.
It was him, and it was words. He wasn't pig
Yeah.
yelling. Okay, because I was like, is this dude not able to talk? Is he just still
Still pig brain.
pigged on the inside?
Yeah, he was yelling very
Like, oh,
aggressive
maybe-
words.
Yeah, he's like
at
pig brain.
everybody. Yeah.
Something inside just made me think of like Bloodborne with eyes on the inside, but it's just pigs.
No, it's the giant pig with the million eyes.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Ren,
Yes.
you feel a tug on your pants.
Hey.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Well, everyone keeps interrupting. Sure, Cantor, what's up?
I'll take you a few feet away. It's like, so you're trying to get money out of him for helping?
I was right about. Well, yeah, I was trying, but yes.
Okay, well maybe this will help. And he hands you the ledger. Memorize it.
Emma, how do you?
This
I
is a
don't.
ledger that shows his transactions, showing that he's not a good guy.
Okay, I pocket it for now because I can't remember. I don't have a spell that lets me just remember a whole book.
Well, I'm saying remember like the names and important things.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
I guess
let him know that you have it, and give him the information that lets
Oh
him
no!
know that you
Damn
have it, or
shame
that we
if
have it.
they found out about all that business with the apothecary with you. Shame.
Yeah.
Damn
Oh,
shame.
no.
I
Business.
get the
also-
extremely brief cliff notes off maybe like a page or two, since I can't exactly just thing here in this hallway.
And
Oh,
then let
no.
me hold on to the book for you for a minute, and then I will minor image the book in your hand like you're carrying it, so you can show it to him.
How long does this last?
That is a great question.
Well, minor
Before I
illusion.
go
I think
there
it's a
and it
minute.
disappears. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
not
minute.
that long, Tantor.
Oh, what you do is you show it to him and then pretend to put it in your bag.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can, hand it to me, and then,
everybody's assuming I went up here with no plan, but I'm trying to get to the plan, but everyone keeps interrupting me.
Okay,
Ah,
go
that's
ahead.
fine.
Sorry, I was just trying to help.
No, it's super cool and everything, but everyone's Orca, I said not a 10. I walk back to the door.
Orca's looking at you like I haven't done anything.
What do you mean you tried to barge it anyways?
I tried to push the light door. If I really wanted to barge it, I would have kicked it.
Anyways.
Um.
Damn it! I really wish I had Wolverine.
I'm going to I wonder if this is considered Space Step considered aggressive, you think?
I kind of feel like it would be.
In this situation, probably.
Oh, he's facing away from me, you said, right?
No, he's just in the room. You see him. Like,
He's just not
he's
looking
in a
at you.
corner. Yeah.
But he's
You
not
can,
looking
He's looking
at me,
in your
right?
direction, just not directly at you.
The face up thing, I think it kind of depends on what season you're at right now.
Yeah, no, I know some of them are aggressive. I'm in this one is it's charm, but it's immediately after, so it would technically hit the guard.
I mean,
but...
it is still encroaching upon his territory unexpectedly.
And after being warned not to.
yeah,
So,
that was more my
Yeah, the answer is yes, aggressive.
Sorry, one sec. I'm just reading something really quick.
Okay.
Oh, well, she does that. Mel and Wolfheart, the child outside, is insisting that you take his money.
Conveniently enough, Mel doesn't know how her hands work anymore. Shame.
He starts crying.
Good job. Make the little boy cry.
I just wanted to help. You guys needed the money,
You.
and I don't really need it. I just want to
Hey.
give it to you.
Hey! Look at me. Mel like crouches down so like she's eye level with him. You did help, but sometimes you don't need to pay for help. We are saying we don't need you to pay for it. Yeah?
Dad says money is important to everybody. And I have money, and you need money, and I wanted to give it to you.
It is more important to be kind than it is to have money.
Exactly.
We understand that you want to pay us for your help, for our help, but the fact that you are willing to pay us, despite the fact that your father is not, means more to us than your money ever would. Does that make sense?
I don't know. Okay. I guess.
Do you have a favorite candy?
Yeah.
Do you have any right now, though?
Dad doesn't buy me candy.
Well, think of candy you can buy with your money right now. Then Dad isn't buying it, is he?
That's true.
Dad doesn't let me spend my money on candy.
I won't tell if you won't tell.
Okay. He like wipes away the tears from his eyes. He's like, I'm gonna go buy candy.
Okay.
He just like runs out of the court with his piggy bank.
So cute.
Just yeah, as the kid runs away, Wolfert just looks over at Mel. There is rage. Definitely not at the child.
Yeah. Isn't it horrible how the greatest kids always have like the shittiest parents? That's a damn good kid. Don't know who the fuck he got his manners from.
I would imagine the mother that is probably not in the picture because she could not stand the father.
Yeah.
At least that would be my guess.
Mel just sits on the steps.
All right, back inside.
Hey, cool. So did did Cantor take the actual book back, or do I still have it?
He's going to
The
take
ledger.
the actual book so he doesn't try and attack you and try and grab it.
Oh, okay. Cantor, I need that. Can you give me the real one, please? I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay, I take that. I go. So in our efforts to sort of rectify, we were sort of going through just to find who might have done it to you in case we couldn't help you. I'm sort of like kind of talking past the guard through the door to the gentleman. And I'm not very comfortable handing this back to your guards. No offense, they're kind of inept at their job. They couldn't even catch you. So I assume you want this back, but I don't feel comfortable giving it to anybody but you.
Aggressive rolling of eyes and just the most laborious effort.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Hey.
My lord. Her friend broke the Earl's shoulder.
What?
28.
Arkham aggressively manhandling the guard.
Oh.
Yeah, he mumbles something to himself. Kind of motions at the guard, just like a move out of the way, and the guard just like rolls his eye and steps aside from the door.
Thank you.
Whatever you say, my liege.
feel like they hate this guy.
Yeah,
They're like, he just
fuck this
pays
guy.
well.
Yeah, you step aside, and the guard is very quick to step back into the doorway.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Orca makes a face at him.
I just
shrugs.
I give Orca the look, like, chill.
Better people.
Reel it in. Better people. And I'll walk over to him. I'm so sorry, we weren't properly introduced. But you're no longer a pig. So, and she'll put her hand out to shake his hand.
He puts his hand out
Oh.
at the book to like have you hand it over. He just flat palms it.
I
Oh,
put my
damn.
hand on his as if I'm like pretending to, as if like, oh, this is your custom. Okay. Cut her hand out to shake.
Yeah, fair.
Pretend dumb bitch.
Yeah.
And when my hand touches his, I'm going to subtle spell cast. Where is it?
Suggestion.
No.
Funny.
I'll click on it in 100 years.
It would be valid.
Dire Charm.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh.
What does that do exactly?
It's
it's
charm
right
person,
there.
but better.
Charm person, but better, basically. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw, and he has disadvantage because we're not fighting him.
Okay, yeah.
And if he fails, he's charmed by me for 10 days, and unless we hurt him, and then he regards me as a friendly acquaintance for that entire time.
Well, I
And I
rolled an
have-
11.
Well,
So-
that's a fail because I have a spell DC of 17.
Oh, if it wasn't for the disadvantage, he would have saved.
Well, I also had silvery barbs at the ready.
Yeah, fair.
there were choices.
Yeah. Understandable. Have a nice day.
So does he look at me with slightly less contempt now?
Let's see,
Slightly.
a friendly acquaintance.
That's got to be up from what I'm at currently. Currently, I'm like dirt under his boot. It feels like.
Yeah, as you
Currently, you're
shake his
held.
hand in a weird way, he adjusts and shakes your hand properly.
Ooh.
I introduced myself. I was like, "Hi, my was Bluebell. Does he tell me his name?"
No. He doesn't, because
Lord
he just
Werther's
you know
the
who he
original.
is. You go,
yeah.
yes, of course. Oh, pull up a chair. Thanks for bringing the book back. Didn't
Of course.
realize I lost it.
No. Well, you didn't. He wouldn't forget. I mean, you didn't lose it. I was concerned. You were a pig.
Oh, yeah, that incident.
I assumed somebody must have come around looking for trouble, so I was trying to figure it out while I, attempted to get you back, and luckily I succeeded, and now here you are, no longer a pig.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned, my friend, is that people are always coming around looking for trouble.
Oof,
Those-
apparently.
Very. Those are very wise words. You've always had a way with the wisdom, my friend.
That's what I do.
Is he about to tell us something about Liberty Medical?
Walker's watching this interaction with just disgust in her face.
I've pulled up a chair, and I'll set his
Good.
ledger.
Appreciate you bringing that back and for depigifying me. Well, we've known each other for a little while now. How about I give you some gold for your help? Hey, Kevin, go into the basement and get the emergency funds.
Kevin.
And the guard that you haven't interacted with yet, who is standing off to the side, just rolls his eyes. It's like, I've told you, it's Jared.
Jared.
Fine.
I smile. I'm like, thank you so
Sass.
much, Jared. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank
He
you. Finally, someone remembers my name that isn't my mom.
Oh.
he just opens up a hidden passageway in the wall next to him and goes through it, presumably downstairs.
Mm.
And about a second later, you hear a bunch of clanging sounds,
Oh,
Jesus.
nice.
and he's the ward in front of you says, "I forgot to tell him I stored my suit of armor in there."
Oh.
You are tricky. Wise and tricky. That's what I've always said about you.
Well, if he breaks his bones, at least it's not mine. I'll get that shined up in the morning.
I don't think Jared's that fragile. I think you're okay.
Jared's a little bitch. Kevin, on
Oh.
the other hand, sturdy
Oh,
man.
Kevin.
He'll be okay.
Kevin, you know what? You're right. I've always liked Kevin. He's one of the good ones, you know?
Kevin's a good man.
Good egg. Good egg.
Why
That one.
pay him the mediocre bucks?
One of the good ones. Woof.
I know. Right on the inside was like. On the inside, Ren was just like, "Ew, I don't." Said that.
I don't like pretending to be this person right now.
Yeah.
Say somewhere
anyway,
the conversation between Hane and Elias. Elias just gets an ugly feeling inside and doesn't know why.
How does 10,000 gold sound for your trouble?
That's tricky, wise, and generous. You're. I think you might be the best egg.
Oh, that's true. You know me, a little too generous. I wasn't gonna give you that much.
No,
I'm thinking more like 100.
1,000.
Do you think, for a friend in need, you could spot me 2?
2 gold? Absolutely.
No, 200. Don't play. Look, see, there you go again. Tricky. No, 200.
You got me. You want 200?
200 gold. It would be wonderful. It took a bit of a spell component to get this whole thing going, and they're not. Inflation. If everything's crazy around here now, you know how expensive it's getting. It's wild.
See, I figured for a good friend you could spare the component.
Yes, but what if I need to help you again in the future?
Well, we can always talk about the future when it comes around. I might not live that long, you know me, heart conditions and all.
Yeah, but you couldn't even talk to me before. You were a pig. I tried, and you didn't even recognize me. Do you know how I felt?
It was a squeal and run situation.
Yes, there was a lot of squealing
I hate this.
and a lot of running. So then, how would I help you in the future? And
A lot of squealing, a lot of running. Well, I figure you came around once when I needed you. You'll come around again.
how about I saw that you maybe were having a bit of issue. Apothecary, that place.
Oh, fuck that place.
I know. I could do some poking around for you, for the right price. Come on, a girl's gotta live, a girl's gotta eat.
What kind of poking are you looking to do?
Uh-oh.
What kind of poking do you need?
Well, you mentioned a price.
Uh-oh.
I'm interested to know what you're looking for, and what price you're looking to get. He owes me a lot of money, but I'm not willing to pay that money to anybody else. It's my money, but I want it back.
So, in the honor of our friend, I only skimmed. I didn't dig deep into this book.
I appreciate
Because
that.
that's your so when you say he owes you a lot of money, ballpark it for me.
He owes me about 200 gold.
That's awfully convenient, wouldn't you say?
I find it ironic that that's the same amount you asked for, yes.
Is he lying? Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Why did I feel like, yes, this guy? Come on, 200 gold, Arborg Apothecary, you can cover that. What are you doing?
He can cover it. Doesn't mean he wants to cover it.
Ooh, an 8.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah.
He's a rich son of a bitch. Of course he wants his 200 gold.
I didn't make it this far in the world giving handouts. I gotta use that 200 gold to shine up my armor that Kevin ruined.
No, that was Jared.
Whatever.
Whoever the fuck ruined my armor.
Alright, so you'll give me 100 gold now and 200 gold if I get you back your 200 gold?
That wasn't what I said.
Then what
I
did
said
you
I
say?
want that money back. I didn't want to give it to anybody else.
With interest.
And you expect me to poke around for free?
Not at all. I was just asking you what the price you wanted to do it for us. I'll give you 5 gold.
To
You
poke
go get
around.
back my 200. I'll give you 5 of
Say, even if this man likes you, that doesn't make him not an asshole.
No, I know that, but my god, what an asshole. Like the worst. I hate landlords.
See, the problem is I'm playing Wolfheart, who's too moral. If I was playing Salvix, just gut the bitch and be done with it. The rich don't deserve wealth. Kill them.
Orca's looking at Ren, like this, like whole conversation in the eyes.
I feel like Orca's got to be like vibrating by now.
Oh yeah, let me at him. Let me at him. He's got heart conditions. I can take him out.
I can jump at him and he'll die. He's probably scared of women.
Can't be scared of women. He has a kid.
All right. Well, you'll have to give
That
me.
doesn't mean anything.
Not at all. Ben Shapiro has children.
Elon Musk has children.
No, he just hates women. He's not scared of women.
I need a smidge of time to think about it. I've got a lot going on, as you know, very busy. I took time out of my very busy schedule to come unpig you.
Of course,
So,
always the busiest.
I will
My friends are
graciously-
always too busy to spend time with me.
I'm spending time with you right now. I didn't have
And
to sit
I
down.
appreciate it.
I will accept your very kind 100 gold, and I will look into abracapothecary. My goodness, sometimes it's such a mouthful. What a name, right? You'd think they'd pick
Right.
something a little easier to, you know.
You'd
Say
think. I can't pronounce it. Slips right off my tongue.
Mm.
Down my chins.
Well, I will look into them for you, and I will get back to you and see what's going on, and I'll see if I can recuperate your 200 gold.
I appreciate it. For 5 gold, right?
Orca flinches, just she slightly flinches.
I'm firm on that price.
No. I know. 5 gold. Take it or leave it. 5 gold.
5 gold.
5 gold. Plus the 100 from unpigifying you.
Of course.
Of course.
Patrick will have that ready for you downstairs.
French name. Dude, what? His name's Jared. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your meal. And,
Oh, I was eating, wasn't I?
Yes, you were, and it looks. I imagine there's so much play.
How the hell does he?
He's eating pig.
He's eating.
Yeah. Ren's just like delicious. It looks. I just ate, so I will leave you to it.
And just internally.
Wonderful, wonderful seeing you again. You know, and watch out for those other tricky people. That was a bad
Always
one.
keeping my eyes out.
Oh,
She'll do that.
Bluebell, hopefully we'll see you again soon.
And I will.
Orca's following Ren out.
I will leave.
Alright, yeah, you see Jared downstairs on your way out. He hands you a sack filled with 100 gold. And he gives you another sack and says, "Don't tell him I gave you this."
Yes!
What's in the other sack?
20 gold.
Hey, Jared, my man.
That's a man that understands class.
Jared, I gotta ask this. What is he paying you?
Not
Pay?
enough.
Oh.
Oh!
Jared, he doesn't. What do you get for working here, Jared?
He's holding
It's
my family
exposure.
hostage.
Oh, Jesus.
He's holding your what hostage?
I tell Laura, I'm like, don't tell. You, I'm sorry. Actually, like, does he genuinely look like absolutely horrified by his job here, or messing with me?
Make an insight check.
Okay, come on, it can go up from an 8, right?
It can.
7.
That doesn't mean it will.
Called it.
Surprisingly, he rolled lower. So
Oh
you're,
my God.
you're able to tell he's fucking with you.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, Jared. that's
No, he
not-
actually plays decently. It's not
Alright.
too bad. I mean,
Not
Well,
a-
you
Damn it.
make-
We were looking
you
for
know.
an excuse.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
was
make-
like,
I
damn,
make
we
a-
could
Do
totally
that.
kill
I was ready to kill him right then and there.
I make a gold a day. It's pretty good.
Oh,
Oh,
Is that-
well, yeah, that's
That is
you know,
pretty good for, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty good for the
Alright.
common rabble.
So say, yet we were bitching about making 22 gold yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for
Listen.
us.
Yeah, we're better than that.
Yeah, my family just has to put up with me being here most of the day. You know, it's not the
Family
best
just-
work. I get yelled at a lot by fat ass up there, but you know,
My
at least
family has to put up with extreme torture.
Is it just you and I didn't get the name of the other one?
oh,
No,
that
this
one
is
is Kevin.
Oh, he mixes. I see what's happening here. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm Jared, and he thinks that there's a Patrick sometimes.
Yeah, he did
I
mention.
think he imagines that one.
There's just the two of you, and he's imagining a Patrick. Okay.
Yep.
All
I
right.
wonder if the pig.
Probably because I told him my name was Patrick once.
You were fucking with him, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, thanks.
So he always thinks that Patrick's guarding the back entrance, but he's not. Wink.
Okay, I can't possibly do worse than a 7, right? Can I try again?
Don't
Sure.
jinx yourself.
Well, I mean, you could also be making these two work. You are there.
I'm not saying it out loud this time.
It isn't worse than a 7.
Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out he's giving you a hint. He's telling you
Yeah.
Mod this fucker blind.
the door is not guarded to the
Yeah.
estate.
Orca immediately
No.
heads out in the back direction.
No.
No.
I grab Orca by the hand, and I'm like, thank you very much for your time, not Patrick, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm so sorry. I don't know if this is better than the pig or not. I apologize. But the kid was so sad.
At least he can pay us now.
Oh, real quick question.
No.
Which was the guard that Orca grabbed originally?
That
The
you
one that was
grabbed originally,
upstairs.
it was Kevin.
It was. Damn it!
Yeah.
Well, regardless, she looks at Jared. It's like, also, if you could tell Kevin that I wasn't trying to hurt him, but I'm sorry if I did. Just if
Oh,
you could apologize
yeah.
for me.
Kevin hates you.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I take spin Orca around. I'm like, better people. I push her and I'm like, okay, bye, Jared.
So as you're leaving, Kevin walks past in an arm brace and just glares at Orca.
No, Kevin's upstairs.
No, Kevin's upstairs guarding the door.
In an arm brace he didn't have 5 minutes ago.
All right.
Just appeared.
As fun as we're having here, I'm going to cut the session here because it's getting
Yeah.
late. So
Sounds good. So I'm going to attempt to see if the outro works this time. So
Ooh.
thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.